Oh boy, we're finally here. The very last Cyraxx recap. And I don't think that I could have been handed a better series of events to finish this off. And before we really get started, I want to thank everybody for watching these the past year. But you know what? This is going to be a big one, so as usual, let's not have a big intro and get right into the video. Well, it all starts on January 16th, when Cyraxx would do a live stream on YouTube called Raising Awareness About the Pedophile Nazi Cult That Almost Ruined My Life, where he started out quoting his trolls.
I'm about to state a quote made by a couple of these trolls that have spoken ill and bad about me in the past. Because what I'm about to say is how they actually view me in general. They don't view me as a person. And I quote this from both N-Word Boy and another one of his little file buddies, William Gloryhole. And I quote, "To them, I am not a human being. To them, I am a cash cow. I am a goblin. I am not somebody that is allowed to make money or to make a living doing what I enjoy. To them, I am a character. I am not a human being. To them, I am an animal for them to use." And that's how they view people like me. Now, what started all this was a few years ago. I, like a lot of other people, granted I made a stupid mistake in how I went about it, I came across some shit that was going down with a person named Max Troll Mafia.
Then, Cyraxx would show us his vast historical knowledge referencing the apparent nuclear war that we had back in the 1960s.
All of a sudden, I'm the worst thing since the nuclear wars started happening back in the 60s. Like, it's funny. They make me out to be this bad guy, but as soon as I show proof that I'm the victim, all of a sudden, I'm the worst thing in the world.
Cyraxx would also tell us why he can't be sued for defamation by both Gordon and Jenny, because everything he said didn't affect their incomes, as well as he wouldn't be dancing anymore because apparently he hurt his ankle.
Here's the thing, they cannot sue me. And you want to know why? Because in order for that suing process to be able to take effect, their jobs or their livelihood or something directly would have to be affected. Therefore, they cannot sue me unless it affects their job or affects their income in some sort of way. Nothing I said or did has affected any of that. Therefore, they have no chance of suing me. I mean, I'm not being an asshole. I'm not trying to deflect. I'm just stating the obvious facts. I'm stating honest, hard, cold facts. But like I said, man, I don't want to focus on the haters. I don't want to focus on the foul troll community by answering them. I want to focus on my fan base, giving you guys fun content, you know?
Cyraxx then claimed that the reason that Gordon was doing this to him was because Gordon wanted custody of Cyraxx back when him and Sally split up, but instead, Cyraxx was given to Sally.
Now, the reason why my dad's taking all this shit out on me is because he's mad that my mom got me and he didn't. Because when him and my mom split up, you know, they divided everything up like, you know, you normally would. And he's mad that My mom got me and he didn't. That's why he's mad. That's the real reason why he's angry. Because of the fact that my mom got me and he didn't. Because if he would have raised me, I can honestly say I would probably be a drunk piece of shit, just like he is. Unfortunately.
Then, Cyraxx just played Grand Theft Auto 5 without showing us any of the gameplay again, so we're going to be skipping the rest of what I thought was going to be a promising stream. Well, later that day, but possibly before, it's hard to determine which came out first. Niilit the Red Panda, one of Cyraxx's old friends that has since disavowed him, would release voice messages left to him from Cyraxx begging for help on Facebook Messenger. We're going to have to do highlights for this one, and this is in no way a replacement for the 10 minutes of voicemails left by Cyraxx. So, like I said, we're going to do this as highlights, and I would highly recommend listening to the full thing yourself.
Alright, so going in to check my Facebook to see if I can get my backups, because when you delete an account, they give you an option to download your content. And so I go to check to see how the pending of it is, and I ended up noticing I have several messages from Chance, aka Cyraxx, and this is after telling him that I don't want anything to do with him anymore.
I know you don't get on very much, and I know you don't want to hear from me, and I understand that. But something that you need to understand, Chris, is this. Those people that came between mine and yours friendship are the same motherfuckers that will come after your community next. I understand that you don't want to be friends with me, and that's fine. But right now, Chris, I'm asking you to set that aside.
He shouts here. Oh no.
We need to stop these people before they come after your community and God knows how many other people. They have a lot of numbers. We need to grow our numbers, man. Trust me when I say I don't want to bring your son into this, but the reality is, Chris, it's this. How long before they come after you? How long before they come after your son, after your family? These people almost got me locked up so they can have me murdered in prison. I barely escaped prison with my life. I barely escaped a death sentence. And Chris, one thing that you need to understand is this, that in order to bring about peace, sometimes there has to be chaos. Sometimes you have to fight a war to bring about peace. And trust me when I say, Chris, this is a war that you're going to want to fight. Because this war affects all of us, including your community. If these fucking pathetic trolls, these terrorists, if they have their way, that's going to affect all of us, including your community as a whole. And I don't want to see that for you because I'm proud of what you've done. I'm proud of where you got to, man. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of you. I've always been proud of you, man. So will you help us, Chris? Please. Will you help us expose these people for what they are and help us to shut them down? Because it's already been proven that I'm not what they claim I am. That much has already been proven true. So Chris, please. I'm asking you as a friend, and as a brother, and as a fellow human being. Will you help us stop these people? Whatever information you need, we will give it to you. But we need to know that you're in our corner and you'll help us. So what do you say, man? Will you help us stop these people for good? Please.
Later, Cyraxx would go live with a stream called Rising Above the Darkness, and I want you to tell me what's wrong with this video. I'm not going to get the chance to say this much more with this being the last recap, so I'm going to take advantage of it while I still can. Audio engineer. Well, after getting his audio back, Cyraxx would go after Based Shaman again for apparently being a music thief, When remember, Cyraxx has stolen other people's art, beats, full song lyrics, and an entire book that he later claimed was written by him.
And see, I would do that, but there's only one problem. I don't want anybody getting their hands on my, like Based Shaman. Based Shaman, the little of YouTube that likes to pretend to be me. Yeah, I'm not risking him getting my and doing what he does. That ain't happening. Oh, and Based Shaman, if you do see this, you fucking punk ass coward. If anything, you're a fucking music thief. You're taking my image, my voice, and my likeness and using it. Therefore, you are indeed a thief.
There wasn't much after that, but the next day, on January 17th, Cyraxx would go live again, this time with a stream called Demons Never Win.
What's up, everybody? I know it's been a long time since I've been back here. It's been a very, very long time. And I have just one thing to say. God damn, it feels good to be back.
Cyraxx then made it clear that him and Marty would never have a truce, due to the fact that Marty was the reason that Cyraxx has been trolled for both as long and as hard as he was.
I can say this with honesty. There will never be a truce between me and that file-loving, music-face Marty. There will never be a truce between us, ever. He's the main one that put me in the position that I was in for all those years. So as far as I'm concerned, there is no truce with that badass. He's nothing but scum.
And that was it. A 2.5-hour stream got us 2 interesting moments. One, if you don't count the intro. There wasn't really anything of note for the rest of that day, nor was there on the 18th, publicly. See, at this time, something big was happening behind the scenes that will make things a little confusing if not all told at once, so we're gonna cover it later. Fast forward to January 19th, and Cyraxx would do a stream on YouTube called Legends Never Die, where he told us just how easily he can go viral.
What is up, what is up, what is up? Now, obviously, I know there's a lot of people that love to crack jokes and talk. And that's fine. But one thing that these troll motherfuckers need to realize is this. They are not a rock star like me. Cause see, I'm the kind of guy that can do whatever the f he wants and goes viral. And I've proven it too several times. Don't believe me? Check my channel. Check out all the videos from all the channels that got shut down by these motherfuckers. The proof's right there, ladies and gentlemen. Now, that being said, I'm going to shut my mouth and we're going to get this started.
And guess what? For the next hour and a half, there was nothing but horrible covers that got me zoned out and staring at the ceiling once again, waiting for it to be over. Well, that wasn't all, because Raxanova would do another stream later that day called Fake Chicks Ain't Worth a Damn, where he told us all about how his current love life was going.
So I know that I haven't been on here in a few days. I've been busy on other But right now, a lot of shit needs to be said. Like, I've been up and down all night, like, really thinking about this, and it's pretty f***ed up. The other day, I met a fan and her cousin. She's 21, cool as f***. And we hit it off really well. You know, we started talking. And, you know, she was super interested in me. And I mean, super interested, like, to the point to where she actually wanted to be with me. And I was like, alright, cool. But this is what I don't get. And this applies to all y'all chicks out there that think that y'all are smart asses. This is going out to all the fucking Karen ass bitches out there in the world. Or the chicks that think that they can just fucking use a dude and then get rid of him. So me and this chick started talking. And I'm not going to put her name out there because I don't want y'all going after her. You know, I don't want nobody going after her. Because she doesn't deserve that, but she does deserve to be called out. But I find it f***ed up that you sit there, say you want to be with me, and then later, last night, I find out you block me for no reason at all. Like, what? Like, how you gonna sit there and say you're interested in me, and then 2 days later you end up blocking me for no reason?
Then, Cyraxx would do actual Dragon Ball Z slander that I will not tolerate. Cell was beaten up multiple times, Gohan is the embodiment of everything that Cyraxx is not, and the androids did not bring Frieza back to life.
Well, that sounds like a Goku problem, don't it? That sounds like a Goku problem. Bro, are you trying to piss off the one dude that could probably kick Goku's ass, bro? Like, let's be honest, dude. If Gohan didn't stop training, he would be 10 times more powerful than his own dad, by far, dude. Like, come on, dude. He kicked Cell's ass as a fucking teenager, bro. Nobody else never done that. Dude's a fucking badass. That's why I relate to Gohan, dude. And, like, dude, fun fact. One of the reasons why I can relate to Gohan so well is because, like me, he's a good dude. He doesn't like to fight, but when you piss him off, it's game on. He's the no f***ing around, dude. And Frieza, let's be honest. Didn't Gohan... Or no. Hey, Frieza, let's be honest, dude. Didn't Trunks slice your ass up into tiny little pieces right before the androids brought you back?
Normally, I wouldn't have felt a need to include that, but since it's the last recap, I'm doing it anyways. Cyraxx would then start streaming himself playing some UFC game, and while Sally yelled at him during that, the game was too loud for me to make out what she said, so we're gonna have to skip it. Now, if you remember from the last part, we briefly touched upon how the Wings of Redemption troll Wings007, going by the alt account Ashley, was talking to Cyraxx. Well, Cyraxx would do a cover specifically for 007. I wonder what could possibly be going on behind the scenes.
The song cover I'm about to do is actually for a very good friend of mine named Ashley, who has been through a lot and is actually in a much better place now. But Ashley, this is for you and all your friends. So hopefully you enjoy this. If you do, you already know what to do. And this is Do Not Disturb.
Well, that night, Marty would go live with a stream called Actually Watchable New Cyraxx Content, where he watched the stream from earlier where Cyraxx talked about the girl Adriana ghosting him.
Yeah, I don't think I can take much more of that. Yeah, there was a I like most of you guys just really can't even watch them anymore. But Crook, thank you to Crook for the recommendation. There actually was a fairly interesting one about Cyraxx's latest relationship and the dissolution of it, and yeah, I actually did find it fairly intriguing. So I mean, I have no problem firing this one up and getting through it. I watched the first 5 minutes. I'm not saying that I can get through the whole thing here, but I'm gonna try. I actually got through 12 minutes. Wow, it was that interesting. Wow, look at that. How about that?
A good part from this was when Marty pointed out that you can't use someone for something that they don't have.
Or what I have or don't have, or they want to use me for who I am.
I don't understand any of these words here. I mean, like, I understand the words themselves, but if they want to use him for who he is or for what he has or doesn't have, how can you use somebody for what they don't have? Whose brains develop less, Cyraxx or Bossman Jack? Well, clearly Cyraxx. I don't think Bossman's an idiot. I don't think he's like a stupid guy. I think he's like a fucking degenerate, clearly, but the Bossman's not a dum-dum. I mean, sure, he makes terrible decisions, but I don't think he's like necessarily a stupid guy.
And I'm tired of it. I want to be with somebody that actually gives a not about who I am to the rest of the world, but sees me for who I actually am, which is a regular ass dude trying to make a living for his family. That's all I'm trying to do.
While that might have been it for the Marty stream that night, it wasn't for Cyraxx, considering he would play that Free Fire game again. But considering there was nothing of note in that 40-minute stream, we're going to skip it. Well, later that night, that girl Adriana that Cyraxx was talking about would make a video saying why she hit up Cyraxx for a few days. None of these jump cuts are from me.
I just want to address the whole situation with Cyraxx, because I was not expecting him to show my face, but I am real. I'm not AI. Flattered you would think that. And I had absolutely zero interest in him. My cousin is not my cousin. Don't want to put his name out there, so we'll call him Chad. Chad told me about Cyraxx. He's the one who told me about Cyraxx and like showed me a couple videos and stuff. I don't know the whole lore behind him. He's just really fucking funny looking. So I was like, yeah, whatever. And Chad was the one who told me to message Cyraxx in the first place. And I did. And I think I started off with like, hey babe, what are you doing? And then he answered and it started from there. I did act like I was interested, but be fucking for real. Look at me, look at him. Do you honestly think that would happen? I'm not saying I'm a 10 out of 10, but no. I blocked him because he sent me an unsolicited dick pic. Because I was going to keep going because it's funny.
Then, the next day, on January 20th, Cyraxx would do a stream called A Deal in the Works on Kick, where he told us that he's going for a sponsorship and won't be doing anything to do with the trolls very soon.
But here's the deal, y'all. Starting tomorrow morning, I will no longer be on Kick. Because I actually have a very good friend of mine who hooked me up with a possible sponsorship that's going to be a major sponsorship on my YouTube channel at the end of the year. Now, the requirements for that are I have to have over 1,000 subs and I have to have so many watch hours. And this sponsorship is one that I'm very, very interested in. So I do want to get that done. Like, I do want to get that sponsorship. Like, bad. Like, I want to be able to get that sponsor. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you guys my YouTube channel link so you guys can go over there and subscribe, because starting tomorrow I will be over there and not on here. I will be making gaming content and music content and artwork content. I will not be doing anything to do with the trolls. I will not be doing anything outside of what my content is going to be about.
Cyraxx then told the trolls they're not allowed to mess with him for a year and that he's returning to YouTube.
You trolls are not allowed to f*** with me for an entire year. That is the deal. Shout out to Last King 4, shout out to Ashley, Bong Rippers, and Little Mako, and Turn Joker, and OK 1011. What's up, guys? But, like I said, as of tomorrow morning, I will be on YouTube full-time as a content creator. I already have my intro picked out. I've already got the content that I'm going to be doing, which is I'm going to be doing art content once a week. And the rest of the time is going to be split up between me doing gaming and music. Outside of that, I will not be talking about anything troll related. The trolls, they're done. They're over. Yo, Luminous, what up, bro?
Cyraxx would later end the stream happy, truly believing that things were going well for him.
And starting tomorrow morning, guys, I will see you guys over on my YouTube channel, man. I fucking love you guys. Let's get this shit, bruh. Let's hit that 1,000 sub mark, man. Let's get this shit out there. Let's get it popping off. Let's make some brand new memories over there with each other, man. Because I know y'all can do it, man. I definitely look forward to seeing you guys over there for sure, man. I'm honestly excited. Like, I'm honestly excited to be creating content for you guys. And being able to show you guys who I am as a person. Like, I'm definitely excited about that. So, yeah. I love you guys. Let's get this Cyraxx Nation popping, baby. I fucking love you guys. And I will catch you guys on the other side. I love you guys. I'll see you guys over on YouTube, man. Let's get this. Love you guys. Let's do this. Peace.
There wasn't much after that, so we're going to have to move on. The next day, on January 21st, we would have a few events, starting with Cyraxx going live with a coffee and chill stream.
You know, and if you guys are new to this, there's a series I used to do on here called Coffee and Chill Streams where I would just hang out, have a good time, chill out, and have fun. And during these Coffee and Chill Streams, I would usually do, you know, music. I would review different stuff like music videos, trailers for a new anime series that was coming up. But unfortunately, the vocal covers are not going to be a thing right now due to the fact that I have 2 strikes on my channel thanks to certain assholes. But it's all good. Yo, Cyraxx fan, what's good, bro?
While talking about his family, Wings007 going under the Ashley account would come on by, and Cyraxx's face would light up when he saw it. Pro tip, behind the scenes at this time, Cyraxx was told that Ashley was 15.
Yo, Ashley, what up? Yo, Ashley, how you doing? But, you know, a lot of people don't know this about me, so I'm going to fill you guys in here. And one of the reasons why I take my family so seriously is because of the fact that when I was born 1 pound 10 ounces and was not supposed to live. I had 1 kidney and 1 very severely underdeveloped lung.
Wings has gotten some bad press in the past, but Cyraxx saying that he's a good dude and they've hung out a few times is probably the worst that you can get.
Oh, dude, I know. Dude, I love Wings of Redemption, man. Wings is a good fucking dude. I've actually had the chance to talk to Wings of Redemption outside of YouTube, and he's a very good dude. Like, he's actually a good guy. I've actually hung with him a few times. Like, and what you see was cool with me. Like, I sat down and I chopped it up with Wings. He's a good dude.
Then, Cyraxx would say one of the dumbest things that I've ever heard, and yes, this is from the same guy that says that he has a backup plan to his backup plan to his backup plan, so that he's always ready.
Well, here's the thing. I have to make it work. There is no second shot for me. There is no plan B for me. This is my shot. This is my year to make it happen. So, me not making it ain't even in the question, bro. That ain't even in the same category or in the same vocabulary. Hey, yeah, let me put it to you this way, bro. If you have a plan B, you're taking away from your plan A. And when you take away from your plan A, you're setting yourself up to fail. Just saying.
Well, after that, Cyraxx would stream himself playing Warzone, but with nothing of note happening for 50 minutes, we're gonna skip the rest of the entire stream. And that's okay, because Marty would also do a stream that night called A Few Words with Cyraxx's Ex-Girlfriend, where he interviewed Adriana.
I think you're muted. I don't know.
I was.
There you go. So, man, ever wrote a song for you before?
A girl has.
Okay. Yeah, it's got. I mean, that's as big of an honor and like as touching as it gets, I would think. Yeah. So, I mean, look, I'm not sure like what your intentions were when you got into it with Cyraxx. Like, part of me feels like it was a troll. Let's start off as a troll, but like after seeing the correspondence, like looking with his little heart hands, he's singing songs. I mean, you have to be like inhuman not to fall for that.
Yeah, I just did it to troll. I did it because I knew it was going to be funny.
Well, I guess my story is a little different because I started off trolling him, and then I actually like fell in love with him, and you know, it's the type of deal where like it's very hot and cold, you know, like when one party's disinterested, the other's interested, and it's just, you know, it's a tale as old as time, I suppose. Yeah, so like, I guess like my first question would be like, when did you first like come across Mr. Wilkins?
Like a month ago, maybe.
Yeah, and just became like instantly intrigued.
Yeah.
Adriana told us about the things that her and Cyraxx spoke on when they did their one FaceTime call that, unlike Cyraxx said, was only 47 minutes.
Can I ask like what you guys talked about like in the 46 minutes? Like,
He was just talking about just random. He told me how he didn't graduate. He told me how he fell off a fucking balcony at school and busted his head open, and told me about how his dad disowned him in front of like 1,000 people.
wait, what in front of 1,000 people?
How his dad disowned him.
Oh, yeah. But he basically had already done that, right? Like he basically already done that. I mean, I know like he blames me for it, but I don't know if that's really like fair to say. Yeah, he's like insufferable to talk to. Like it's draining. It's like I don't know if you'd agree with that.
Very.
Yeah, it's like it's honestly like excruciating because he doesn't like consider anyone else. You know what I mean? Like he only really wants to talk about himself, and he's just like a flat out reader as well. So it's kind of like I don't know. It's rough. I've never been able to do it. Like, you know, unless it's like for content. Let me check this really quickly. Here, hang on one second. Okay. Not like a great multitasker. But okay, all right. So there's that, and things are moving along pretty quickly here. I mean, like there's definitely like a mutual interest. Is that fair to say?
Wouldn't say mutual.
What?
I wouldn't say mutual.
Okay.
It was fake mutual.
Right. I mean, we know that now, but like at the time, it seems like it's pretty. I don't know, it's fairly hot and heavy. You know, like really you, because I know there's some fake accounts. That's me. Okay. He's been wearing that same thing for like weeks now.
I think he's still wearing the same shirt.
Yeah, and the hat too. Yeah, it's okay. Triple heart eyes. You're so cute. Thanks. I don't like seeing the bottom where it says you've blocked chance. You know, like it's never too late.
Marty would also go more into detail on how Cyraxx asked Adriana if she wanted to date him for him or his status as a content creator.
Oh, one of the funniest things I heard was, it's like, so did you want to get to know me, or were you just using me like for my status as a content creator? It's like, you know, I'm actually gonna play this. Here. Hang on. It's
All right.
It was like mind blowing. Like this guy's his beliefs and like self value. It's really astonishing, kind of.
It's amazing.
I wasn't gonna make any of this public until he showed my face on his live.
Yeah, he'll do that.
He's such a creep.
I was just gonna keep it to myself and laugh about it.
Yeah, he's gonna be talking about you for a while, I bet. That's the thing. Like he's gonna beat the dead horse into the ground.
You lied to me, dude. You sat there and lied to my face, sitting there saying that Dylan was your cousin when he's not. And then you turn around after acting interested in me, and then you block me. Like, what the Like, what? Be honest with me for once. What was the real reason why you were interested in me? Was it because of who I am as a content creator, or did you actually give a about me as a fucking person?
You know, he doesn't even allow like the possibility or potential that he's just like a fucking laughing stock. You know, it's like, were you just trying to get with like, you know, Akron's Jake Paul, or were you actually in love with me? Like, there's no other possibilities.
With me for once. What was the real reason why you were interested in me? Was it because of who I am as a content creator, or did you actually give a about me as a fucking person?
It's wild.
Yes, from where I'm standing, to me, it looks like you were just using me. And
I always wanted to meet the real Nico.
You fucking used me. I mean, it's funny how you said that make me look like the bad guy, but yet that song you sent me basically was you.
Just another woman using him for sex, you know, and money.
Again.
You know, like, yeah, just I honestly thought that he learned. I didn't think that he would fall for anything like this, you know. But
you know, not only did he not learn, he would fall for it right now, like again and again and again and again and again. Like he's fucking broken, man. Like, or not broken. That's just how he is. Like, it's like I don't even know, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like he did the 15. I'm 30, but I look 15. Like he would do that all over again.
Then, a new girl named Salem called in to defend Cyraxx. Months ago, I reminded people when AJ had Cyraxx on his stream that not everyone knew as much on Cyraxx as the rest of us. But that was months ago, and now, learning about Cyraxx's actions is just a single Google search away, and unlike AJ, who just had him on and talked about music, Salem here is defending someone that she knows absolutely nothing about at best, and at worst is buddy trolling.
Hello, Salem.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
What's going on?
Not much. What's going on with you?
Not too much.
Just hanging out.
Yeah. The weekend. Freaking
Talking
out the
about this
weekend.
little
Yeah.
freak boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so about this little freak you guys are talking about, I think it's kind of rude and a bit disgusting how you guys treat him, especially with like bullying him for over 7-10 years.
Wow.
I don't know. I think that's just kind of fucked up.
And he's like a bit of a bully too sometimes.
Yeah.
How is he a bully?
He like screams the N-word at people, like he threatens to kill them, their families, like, you know, that's pretty
Their
extreme behavior.
kids threaten to burn their kids in house fires.
Yeah, right. And like it's not even just like threats, like he's planned on doing that.
Well, weren't you guys calling him, the R word? So if he does have some type of mental illness or mental health, blah, 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 not everyone, that is mentally challenged knows, what's right from good.
Well, yeah, okay. I mean, I guess like, you know, morality can real time.
What's
Not
right
everyone always
from good.
Yeah.
He is a
I mean,
Well-
he is, but he's smarter than people give him credit for. I mean, he's stupid in some areas, but like he's very manipulative. Like his manipulation skills are really well established, and I think anybody who's been watching him long enough should realize that he's very good at manipulating people.
Well, Southern Harlot herself would come in to call out both Adriana and Salem. Since it's a little long, we're gonna do highlights.
Hi, Southern.
Hey, Tony, what's up?
Hey,
Nothing.
Southern.
Oh, I just want to let you know I'm back on Discord.
Well, good, Tony. Good. You need to send me a new invite because my old Discord it got nuked, so you're gonna have to send me a new one.
Okay, well, all right. Is yours
I'll tell you,
still
I'll send you one. It's the same as the old, but just an underscore. But I'll send you one. How are you guys doing tonight?
We're doing well. We're just informing Salem and Adriana about our little
meeting some new
Goblin
friends,
King
guys.
chance.
Yeah. Meeting some new friends. We've got Adriana up here who was communicating with Chance, and Chance did the winky face, obviously.
I saw that, of course, the double winkies. I've seen them many times. I have flashbacks. GG, whenever I see them, I swear I do, like a vet, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I've been watching. I've been listening and everything, and I'm curious. So starting with Adriana, where did this start? Like, what were you hoping that was going to come out of this? Like, I understand that you were doing it, for fun and everything, but like, to make a video and come up here, what did you expect was gonna? What are you expecting out of it? Okay, I was just wondering, after all of this, I know Chance, he showed your face, but I know he didn't say your name or anything. What, like when you made that video and everything, what were you expecting like to happen after all of this?
I didn't really expect anything. I just wanted to show all the screenshots because he was acting like I was.
You're saying you're begging from his pants.
Yeah. Just wanted to clarify that I was not.
I mean, I think it was pretty obvious that you weren't like really into him. I mean, it's Chance, it's kind of a given. I think my biggest problem, and I mean, Marty, this is not, Marty, he allows people up here with opposing views, and, he's being a hospitable host and everything, but I don't know, man. I kind of want to come up here. I think my biggest problem, and I hate to like even start with the female side of this whole thing, because it's really not like that. I've never been treated any different because I'm a female in this community, but I think that's the problem with females like this. I think this is a huge problem. They come in here, they buddy troll, they're good, they're one-trick ponies, they're good for one thing, getting dick pics, and coming up on panels and pretending like they know nothing about Chance, just a buddy trolling.
There we go.
There's absolutely no way anyone in their right mind would come up on a panel and defend the fucking file so hardcore and not know anything about them. This is the thing that pisses me off with buddy trolls.
I didn't know he was a pedophile until now.
Yes, he was. Yes, he is a pedophile.
No, I'm talking to the other one. I'm talking to the other one, the one that came up after you.
I think Tony came up after all of them.
Not Tony.
Okay, my bad.
I think this is where me and you differ as far as I don't believe for a minute that either one of these girls do not know anything about Chance. I think the first one knew a little bit less, but there's no way. The second one that came up here, she's doing this to get close to him, and that's it.
To answer final hour game.
I mean, you literally put Chance's name in either Google or YouTube, nothing else. You put Cyraxx. The first like 4 or 5 videos that pop up are talking about how he was a kid in high school and he's a
right. Yeah.
Okay, to clarify.
So you mean to tell me if this girl's going to come up on panel, the second one, again, I don't know what her name is. She's going to come up on panel and defend him with her life, a room full of 600-700 people, defend him with her life, but not know any of these things.
So here's what I'll say. Like just thinking about like big picture. Like you could be a big, let's say, like a USC Trojan football fan and stumble upon OJ Simpson, the running back, and like, if you type that in, like, a lot of stuff will come up, like without the whole murdering thing.
Sure.
So I don't know. I mean,
It's like nails on a chalkboard, you guys, to actually watch him
like,
happy.
Like, I don't think,
I hate it.
Yeah, I don't
even
think,
if it's fake, even if I know it's an underlying, whatever the case may be, and it's gonna be like a rug, it's gonna be pulled out from under him any day now. Doesn't matter. I hate to see him happy. He's better when he has nobody.
Southern would also call out Salem for saying that she was into Goral World and not knowing who Marty was, considering the Feudy Beauty situation this summer. That would be like knowing who Ethan Ralph is, but not who Mr. Medicare is.
Wait, so you said something about Amberlynn Reed earlier. So you know what Girl World is, right?
Yes, I've been following Girl World for a little bit.
Okay.
Have you been following it the last maybe 4 or 5 months?
Yeah, I've been
So you would definitely know who Marty was.
Maybe she was
Amber.
in
Amberlynn Reed.
Is with another Girl World?
Yeah. She's like the queen of Girl World. Amberlynn Reed?
Right.
Yeah.
But you'd never heard of Marty though.
Not until today.
Just seems odd, man. Like,
well, I'll say this: I've never covered Amberlynn Reed once in my life.
I know.
No, but Marty apparently, not apparently, Girl World. Yeah, it's Amberlynn, but the Feudy Beauty crowd, they really intersect, like hardcore intersect.
Yeah, you don't watch Amberlynn.
Hang on, let me say that. So, I know that Heather Clone was once a part of Girl World, and I followed Heather for a little while. We had our interactions, we had our flings, we had our ups, and we had our downs. But I never had any interaction or awareness of Feudy Beauty until years later. So, if you're going to tell me that somebody can be a part of Girl World and not know who Feudy Beauty is or follow her, I can tell you
that was my point. And I mean,
yeah, I didn't.
Feudy Beauty, you ran Feudy Beauty's, section for a good month.
But if Heather Colonna is a part of Girl World, and I followed Heather Colonna, which I did, we kind of had like a thing for a little bit. But if you're going to tell me that if somebody who follows somebody in Girl World knows Feudy Beauty's every step and every waking moment, I can tell
and they don't know who you are.
I can say this personally and honestly, that if you follow an individual from Girl World, that you might not necessarily know what's going on with Feudy Beauty every single day. And I can tell you the truth, that for me, I didn't follow Feudy Beauty until she started playing on with Cyraxx. And, but like Heather Colonna, part of Girl World, I would say yes, right? I mean, she was.
No. Not like Amberlynn.
I would not like not like Amberlynn, and not definitely those two are like the queens of Girl World.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm telling you,
she was.
Oh, trust me, I'm telling you. Telling you, there's just no way if you followed Amberlynn Reed, you don't know who you were.
That's what you think. That's not what you know.
That is what I think. That is definitely not what I know.
That was pretty much it for that stream and that day. But something did happen earlier that I didn't mention. January 21st was a Sunday, and earlier that morning, while I was sleeping in, I missed a call from Wings 007. Hit me up, ASAP. ASAP. It's really important. Please hit me up, A-fucking-sap, audentum. Well, when I woke up after brushing my teeth and while I was making my coffee, I messaged 007 saying that I would call him back in like 3 minutes. Once we got into that call, 007 would let me in on the situation real fast, with the first thing he showed me being the Goblin Wiener pics. This historical event was unfortunately not recorded, so you're gonna have to take me at my word for it. But after that was explained to me, the main points of this call were 007 telling me that he called Cyraxx a scaredy pants, asking me if I would be willing to edit all the evidence into a video together, and then once I said yes, asking me how long it would take. I dropped everything to take that project on, and gave him the time frame of 2 days. I was then handed all the evidence and essentially left to my own devices. I'm sure that most of you have seen the video exposing all the messages and pictures, But if you haven't, it can be found on N-Word Boy's channel called Chance Cyraxx Wilkins Caught Grooming and Sending Explicit Pictures to a Child Exposed 2024. That video has been re-uploaded on multiple channels and websites, so there should be no issue of finding it. Obviously, I can't interject a 40-minute video into this, and that's okay because if you didn't see it, now is the perfect chance to do so, but we will also be slightly covering it later. Then, the next day, on January 22nd, not too much had happened, but behind the scenes, after I just finished the video and rendered it at 720p, it had crashed with like 1% left, meaning that I had to do it all over again at 480p so that way any revisions could be made. By the morning of January 23rd, everything was set in motion. The Mastro Mafia stream playing the video as planned and announced, and for the rest of the day, I had to keep the biggest secret that I have ever been let in on in my life. Cyraxx would also go live playing some Warzone, but since nothing happened on that stream, we're going to skip to Cyraxx's next stream called Why I Am the Way That I Am and Why I Do the Things That I Do to Help People.
On the outside, yeah, I may be different. That may be true. I may be that different looking motherfucker. That may be true. But at the same time, this weird looking motherfucker cares about human life. This weird looking dude cares about other people. You want to know how much I care about people? How much I care about those that I'm around? Let me tell you. I'm that motherfucker that when it comes down to it, I will do something that makes me look to help someone else. That's the kind of person I am, especially if I care about that person. If I call that person my brother, my family, if I call that person my friend, I will bend over fucking backwards and make myself look like to make sure that that person doesn't get fucked over. Because I would rather be the one that looks like I would rather take the heat and make myself look bad before someone else does. Why? Because I know what it's like to go through that, and I don't want to see anybody else have to go through that. Just tonight, and over the last few days, I had to do that for a very good friend of mine. And I'm pretty sure it's going to make me look like people are going to talk. People are going to say that on this and that on that. But guess what? I don't fucking care.
Then, Cyraxx would send a special message to who I am positive is supposed to be Ashley, aka Wings007, because Cyraxx was trying to create a story that the decoy only claimed to be 15 after Cyraxx had sent explicit pictures. Let's watch this as highlights, shall we?
Whenever I say I care about you guys, whenever I sit there and say that I appreciate you guys, and I hope you guys are doing good, I mean that from the bottom of my motherfucking heart. And I'm not just saying that because of who I am. No, I genuinely fucking mean that. And when I try to reach out to fucking help you, and I'm not saying this to you guys, but I'm saying this to certain people who I am not going to mention because they don't need the bullshit from everyone else. But I'm saying this to a very specific person who needs to fucking hear this. When I reach out to you to help you, and I tell you that I know what's really going on, and you proceed to lie to me, after I know what you're really about, and you proceed to lie to me, and I still proceed to help you, and try to do good by you, you should just drop the lie and be honest. Instead of sitting there lying to my face continuously when I'm blatantly sitting right there reaching out, trying to help you and guide you and show you, hey, you don't need to be doing this. This shit is going to get you in trouble. This shit is going to fucking ruin your life. But yet you proceed to do the exact opposite. How do you think your life's going to go? How do you think your life's going to be 5, 6, 7 years down the fucking road? You think anybody's going to want to be around you? No. You think anybody's going to trust you? No. Why? Because you wouldn't fucking listen. When you try to take advantage of somebody, and that person that you're trying to take advantage of talks to you out of caring about you and wanting to see you do good, you continue to lie to their face, even though it's blatantly obvious that they're trying to help you. I wish I didn't go down that road as a kid. And I say a kid because I'm 33 now. And to me, if you're under, say, 25, to me, you're a kid. If you're 25 or under, to me, you're still a kid. If you go to the police and lie and say this and say that and blah, 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 do you know what that does to people? That ruins fucking lives. That really does ruin fucking lives. When you lie to somebody and you do something that you know is wrong and you know it can get them fucking hurt or in serious, do you know how many people are sitting in jail right now because of shit like that? Quite a bit. Like I said, I know I've made my fair share of mistakes in the past. I get it. But at the end of the day, we're all fucking human. And to that person, I hope you take this as a lesson. Because I don't want to see you going down that road. Because you know where that road leads you? It leads you to jail and death. And to that person that I'm speaking to right now, I hope you do see this. And I'm not doing this to call you out. I'm doing this because I care. And that maybe, just maybe, you'll actually listen to what I'm saying for once, since this seems to be the only way I can get through to you. Because I don't want to see anyone hurt. And I am tired of being walked on. I am tired of being stepped on. And I am tired of being manipulated and taken advantage of.
Then, Cyraxx would ban Southern Harlot from the chat, who went in there letting Cyraxx know that he was caught.
Southern Bitchlet. No trolls allowed, Southern. Bye-bye. Troll free. Matter of fact, I want all you guys in the comments right now. I want all of you right now to put in the comments, hashtag no trolls allowed.
Then, Cyraxx would say 2 things wrong in a row. He says that he's doing family-friendly content and thinks that a TV is also a monitor.
But for you guys, the fans, I can promise you guys, I'm going to do everything I can to make this the best family-friendly content channel ever for you guys. Oh, I've got a bigger monitor right here. It's called my TV. Quite literally, it's 10 times bigger than this. So, yeah. I technically do have a bigger monitor right here. Call my TV, bro.
After that stream, Cyraxx would do another one called Facing My Demons and Winning, where he broke out one of the worst voice filters I've seen him use to date.
What's up, everybody? Let me cut the lights out. Because in order to face these demons, I have to go where they began, which is in the darkness. I want to take you guys on a journey with me. To destroy my demons. Once. And for all.
And honestly, there was nothing else of note for the rest of that stream besides people taunting him about what was going to happen that night. Before we get to the main event, there was one large group call that had Tibbs TV and many of his detractors where Tibbs said that Cyraxx was innocent and refused to listen to what anyone had to say. That full call can be found on Tony at Work's channel, but due to the fact that in my opinion it doesn't add anything that I didn't just say, we're going to be skipping it. But if you're interested, I would highly recommend checking it out yourself. And then, at the end of the night, the main event happened, when Kate on her channel, Mastrol Mafia, would do a stream called Trying for Peace with Cyraxx and Tibbs for the last time. Before we get into this, I have to address the elephant in the room. For the past few recaps, I have been censoring Tibbs' face and any mentions of his name, because in my opinion, he is much worse than Cyraxx and also much more dangerous. I've also avoided talking about him so that way, nobody watching these goes to his channel. Unfortunately, for the rest of this story, he's too important of a character to do that anymore, so all I can say is this: just like Cyraxx, he has archivers, and there's no reason to watch his channel on its own. But back to the stream. After a quick description of what was going on, Wings007 would tell us how this all happened.
So I guess instead we're going to talk about how Chance was sexting what he thought was a teenage girl again.
Yeah, big shocker, huh?
No.
Indeed.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
So I'm just like catching up to this whole thing. So like, walk me through this here. So you posed as a teenage girl.
Yeah, I literally was just trying to grab an alt that I could use to talk in Tibbs' chat because he had it locked the down. And it was just a random alt named Ashley. And instantly, Cyraxx was showing interest. What's up, Ashley? This and that. Being, warm, welcoming. And so I just played along with it. And he asked if I had an Instagram. And I hurried up, changed up on some random Instagram account. And he started going from there. Followed the account, slid in the DMs. And it just escalated quick as over like 5 days. I was mind blown.
So hold on a minute. I got to ask a question though. So I'm in your server right now. Hold on. Let me open this in the browser actually. There we go. We'll do it this way.
Look, and while she's doing that, I've got to say something. I see everybody in the chat. Everybody, oh, shocker, oh, it's Chance, of course, fish to water. But look, I'm telling you guys, like, it's been years since Chance has been able to shock me with what he's said. This is crazy, you guys. This is next level. Like this.
I gotta ask though. All right, so hold on. I'm sharing this. I want to make sure it's the screen. All right, cool. So right here, this right here.
Mm-hmm.
Is this what you sent him as a picture? Like this was supposed to be you?
Yeah.
And he thought that was a 16-year-old girl?
Yeah. So like the girl is really a 28-year-old stripper, but I grabbed some pictures maybe like years ago.
Listen, I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm not. I have no business throwing shade. Right. That bitch looks about 40. I'm just being real. Like I'm being as someone who like I
from a distance. She looks,
it's it's the fucking the colorful lipstick and shit like that and whatnot. And of course, like I just wanted to see it happened so sporadically. I had to just go find a random girl real quick, somebody to pose as, and I threw it together really quick. And this person has like 500 pictures, so I picked them.
Listen to this and remember that Cyraxx believed he was talking to a minor in this conversation. Cyraxx just said deaf cute pic and a winky face, and now you're going to see him talk to the decoy, wondering if she sees him as more than a friend. Just wondering, honestly, how do you feel about me? Just wondering, like, do you like me as a friend or more than that? Just wondering.
Well, I've been trying to get to know you more to tell, but I definitely have butterflies when you talk to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you, and hey, I'm glad I help you out.
But I mean, you know why I asked why you're single, right? Obviously, hint, hint.
Lol, yeah.
What about you? Actually, you don't have to answer.
Same.
I'm nervous of your answer. LOL.
Honestly.
Really? That's such a relief.
Because honestly, I can tell you actually are a kind person, for sure.
I am. I really am. I like you a lot, to be honest.
Aw, thanks. Just wondering, how'd you find me anyways? Just wondering.
Through Tibbs chat, remember? I was like, OMG, no way that's really him. Because I used to watch you a while back last year or so ago.
Ah, okay.
One sec, getting out of the shower.
Okay. Feel better now that you've had a shower? After Cyraxx sent those explicit pictures, he also sent a few voice messages where he said that this has happened to him before, but the last time it was an adult and got called out for it on panel. The panel would then point out how Cyraxx tried to tell the decoy that this could ruin her life, and then made it clear that Cyraxx said that, trying to manipulate them.
You want to know the real reason why I said what I said earlier about waiting? It's because that's what they accused me of, as being a pedophile. This chick named Mastral Mafia basically did what you did, but she was an adult. And unfortunately, as a result, I got labeled as that. And honestly, like, that's what I'm afraid of with you. Like, you're a good person. You really are. You're like, don't get me wrong. But I just don't want to end up getting in trouble. You know what I mean?
Surprise.
Like, you're a good person and all. I just want you to be careful.
Hold on?
Because I'm
Did he?
doing really good with.
You paused
getting
for half a sec.
myself
Did he
back
say
where I want.
referring to you, Kate? He's like that lady. What you did, that lady Kate did, but she's an adult. Like that's an admittance that whoever you're talking to isn't.
Is
that
right?
like
right. Oh, it gets worse, Boomer. It definitely gets worse. Yeah. He after this, I don't care what
you're muted,
anybody
Kate.
says, they will never, ever be able to say that he is not aware, he's not smart enough to understand,
No,
he's
fully
touched,
aware.
so he shouldn't be liable for the things he does. He absolutely knows what he's doing. He understands the implications of what will happen to him, and it pisses me off.
And he doesn't care.
I'm not
No.
doubting that he doesn't. I mean, like I believe that he believes that it's a child. I just can't believe that he looked at that and was like, kind of looks overage. And they're like, no, really, no, I'm 16. He's like, okay.
I think if she would have said, I think if she would have said,
insane.
surprise, I'm 21 years old, he'd been like, okay, block. I think it's a thing for him. I think it's a total thing for him.
You know?
But yeah, he made the he said it out loud there. Like that's,
I don't want to end up getting labeled because I've been doing really good with getting myself back to where I want to be, you know? And like, I don't want to end up getting labeled as that again, you know?
Too late.
Because I went through pure hell for over 10 years. And then 2.5 years because of the Mastral Mafia thing.
Shout out, Kate.
And that's why I told you should seriously wait because, like, you're a good person. You really are.
Listen what he
like,
says
you've
here.
done nothing but show love and support to me. And I just don't want to end up getting in that kind of a situation again, you know?
Again.
Like, don't get me wrong. I get it. 16 is the legal age of consent.
I'm
I get
15.
it. Like, I truly do. I understand that. But at the same time, trust me when I say these people that I've dealt with, they are evil.
We're
And I do
evil.
mean
We're the evil
very,
ones,
very
not him,
evil
though.
people. And
Well,
I don't want to
I'm evil. He's not wrong there.
You're a teddy bear, William. A teddy bear. As long as you're not beating up old women.
Right.
After sending the second round of pictures, Cyraxx said that the decoy needed to stop again and gave a loose threat saying if she didn't, she would get in trouble.
You know, I do hope you understand where I'm coming from. I do hope that you do understand that. Because it almost ruined my life entirely. And I don't want it to ruin yours. Because you're a good person. You got your whole life ahead of you. And I don't want to see you end up ruining your life, you know? Because just like you care about me, I care about you as well. And I don't want to see you fuck up your life because of a simple mistake that you made as a teenager, you know?
I understand.
Wait a minute. So
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Yep.
Does he really believe Cyraxx if you're watching, you're not allowed on this panel. We're like, this is the only time that we can talk about you without you constantly interrupting and ruining it and stopping the truth from getting out. So, but I'm sure you're watching, and like, it's wrong for adults to fuck children. But that's not on the children. It's not like a mutual thing. Like, if you were to like kidnap a 14-year-old girl and spirit her away to the attic and, do the degenerate shit that I'm sure you think about with teenagers, like, and the police kick in the door, like, they're going to arrest you, not her. Just so we're clear. All right. Like in this
Right.
situation, if this was a real child, like, they would arrest you, not her. Like, that's why, adult police officers pretend to be children and catch adults, not the other way around.
He
Just
he literally just said, you're a teenager. You don't want to ruin your life. I mean, you could get in a lot of trouble. What is wrong with him?
He's openly like aware that this is
insanity.
going to ruin her life, and he's still following through with it.
And he
afterwards.
also said he said it would ruin his as well. He knows the difference. He sits there and bitches and moans and goes off on trolls and this and that, and these rages about how he didn't do wrong. He knows he's done wrong. We've got him admitting it. He knows it's wrong. You can never say it again, Chance. You can never say it again, Chance, that you don't believe you've done anything wrong. You told this little girl you do.
We would then get to hear Cyraxx say, as Kate would describe as witness intimidation, actually then sent more voice messages to the decoy telling her to knock off the sexual conversations, saying that he doesn't want to go to jail.
After he just sent that.
After he sent those photos of himself and told the decoy that she
sends a dick
she'll get
pic,
in trouble.
that sexual TikTok, and then tells me to stop.
Right? It's all your fault.
Wait a minute. So he sends it to you.
Choice too. Like the
what?
what?
And then what does he say? Sorry.
She'll get in trouble.
Listen, Ashley, I don't hate you. I'm not mad at you. But I'm gonna
I hate when he talks like that, dude.
He's doing that sexual shit, man.
He's doing
Can't
this
have
one
Sally
for
here.
Albert.
You
Hey,
already
guy.
took me
You know,
enough already, which could get me in serious trouble.
You hear that? Got
And
it.
I don't want any more trouble. Listen, Ashley, I don't.
I gotta
hate
go
you,
back
I'm
because
not
every time
mad
we
at
talk.
you, But
Sorry.
I'm gonna have to ask you to stop, please, doing that sexual shit, man. Like, you've already tricked me enough already, which could get me in serious trouble. And I don't want any more trouble. Like I told you in the other messages before, I don't want to run that risk. Like I said, I appreciate that you like what I do. I appreciate that. I do. I appreciate that you like my content and what I do. But I cannot run that risk of this happening again. Because if I get caught, I could go to jail. And I don't want to end up in jail. I want to be able to live my life. Like, I really do. I want to be able to live my life as a free person. You know, I want to be able to create content for you and for other people. And if I go to jail, how am I going to create content? You know?
You are right now.
Like, so please, like, I'm very appreciative of you. I am. I am very appreciative that you enjoy what I do and that you enjoy being around me and my content. I do. I enjoy that. I'm happy about that. But I need to avoid trouble, and you need to avoid trouble, because if you get caught, you can get in serious fucking trouble.
Can you hear this? Crazy.
By either your family or other people as well.
Oh, wait,
and I don't want to see that for you.
Okay, now
So
pause
I'm
it.
asking you, please chill
He
with that.
he went
stuff,
through this
alright?
exact same remorse after you caught him, Kate. He's like,
That's-
"Oh, I made a terrible mistake."
Yep.
I told Wing 007, I told him when he was like, look at this, before he sent these, I said, I'm telling you right now what's going to happen. Within minutes, maybe 15 at the most, you will start getting a series of messages, and they will be, this is, I don't want to see you, upset or anything. I really like you, but it's da-da-da-da-da-da. And he does it every time. It's disgusting.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Revan 616 got it right here. It's post, not clarity. That's what it is. every
Yeah,
single time.
he's walking
Yep.
it back now.
Yep.
Good luck with that.
This is textbook gaslighting, telling this girl that she's going to get in
Yep.
trouble for what he did. What is
Yeah.
wrong with you?
Telling a minor to be afraid of.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Right.
sick, dude. Yeah.
Like, I'm not mad. I'm not upset, and I'm not angry. I'm trying to look out for you. Because when I was your age, I used to be that same way. And it almost got me in a lot of trouble when I was your age. So I'm...
Is he admitting that when he was a teenager, he would randomly sext old men? Is that what he's saying?
Jesus.
I just
Probably.
is this a new Cyraxx revelation that we've just found here? When Cyraxx was a teenager, he used to randomly send nudes to old men, I guess.
Oh, damn. We got some digging to do, William.
I know,
That would
right?
actually
We got some digging to
explain,
do.
that would explain some things, honestly.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
begging you for the love of God. Do not go down that road. Okay? I'm willing to forget what happened, and I'm willing to sweep it up underneath the rug.
Isn't that sweet of him?
Okay? I'm
Yeah, very
willing to look
selfless.
past all
Yep.
this, but this
Mm.
cannot happen again, okay? Because like I told
Okay.
you, you're a good kid, and you have a very bright future ahead of you.
Good kid.
And I don't want to see you mess it up by fooling around and doing dumb shit like this, you know? Like, you're a good kid. You really are.
Yeah.
And I don't
Third
want
time.
to see you ruin your future because you want to sit there and do stuff like this, you know? Like, you're a smart kid. You're hella smart. And
4.
you're one of
Yep.
the nicest people I've ever met. But this whole thing with you doing what you're doing, this cannot happen anymore. Like I said, I'm willing to look past this. I'm willing to forget that it ever happened. To save you and me both
Mm-hmm. Right.
from being attacked.
What an asshole.
I do hope you understand
Dude.
why.
It's
we have to
infuriating.
stop.
Remember that at this time, Tibbs had claimed to have had all of Cyraxx's login info for all of his accounts and was monitoring him.
Oh my lord. Okay, so he's actually mad at this fake kid.
Right. This is what really upset me.
Yeah, I had to stop Southern from getting on a plane today.
You have no idea. I was beyond upset. Beyond upset.
All right. So warning, this might trigger you like it triggered Southern. All right. Here we go. It says, why do you insist on hitting on guys that are older than you? I get you want to find love, but you need to be with someone your own age because you hitting on older men can get you into trouble. And I do mean serious trouble. And to be honest, I know why you hit on me and tricked me because you saw I was vulnerable and you took advantage of that when I was not in a clear-headed state of mind. And I do regret allowing that to happen, but I will not allow you I will not allow you to do the same thing to Tibbs. God, the way he writes. Now, with all that said, we can do this one of two ways. You walk away quietly and back off and find someone your own age and forget anything ever happened, and I'll do the same. But if you proceed, I do have all the screenshots showing you took advantage of me, and you will be dealt with by the legal system, which in turn can and will ruin your life for the rest of your life. Everyone will shun you and look down upon you, and it will be hard for you to live your life. So I say this out of wanting to help you. Please save yourself and don't do this to Tibbs, what you did to me. Just order about him and find someone. Oh, just forget about him and find someone your own age. So that's witness intimidation.
Yeah. Right. Holy
Just a little look, just a little bit of clarity of what's going on. So 007 decides after this he's going to go and Chance's stream. And since Tibbs was modding, he started hitting on Tibbs. And Tibbs sent his Instagram and everything. And Chance is sitting there playing his game. And he's watching the chat and just fuming. It was the funniest thing ever. Yeah, he was so pissed. It was great.
Is that the stream right here where he's pissed
No,
about it?
no,
Oh,
no, no. That came in the middle of these screenshots and then the stream.
The chat thinks that Tibbs is the one that actually authored that, not Chance, under using Chance's account. So I'm not sure.
Oh,
I mean, it was kind of wordy.
I mean, it's really incoherent though, so I kind of believe that it was Chance. If I'm being honest, like, I mean, I don't know. Is Tibbs that illiterate too? I haven't had the pleasure. He probably is.
That'd be my guess.
At the end, during the super chats, Neighborus pointed out that it was I who was the voice in the video.
Was that a Denton reading the DMs? Who's that?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, cool.
He's got a Cyraxx channel, does documentaries and stuff.
Yeah, he's the one who did the. Yeah, he does great work. He's the one who did the video we watched.
Sorry, I can't keep up with all the new Cyraxx content creators.
Well, before we get to the next day, I want you to see what Tibbs has to say about Cyraxx getting caught in this.
And my God, I am so fucking proud of him. I've never been more proud of somebody in my life. That says a lot, right?
I want to apologize because as much as I tried to listen to that stream, I kept zoning out and couldn't concentrate, so we're gonna have to skip it. But, thankfully, Raxology would clip Tibbs threatening the lives of both Kate and her kids. I'm sorry about the choppy audio in this one.
You want me to be a criminal so goddamn bad. You want people to hate me so goddamn bad. But then before I go and leave this life, I will take yours from you. If that's truly what you want. I'm sick and tired of this bullying and brigading bull. It's getting old. It's getting annoying. I'm not playing no more fucking games. I'm not asking you anymore. I'm telling you. If one more person harasses me or anyone in my life on your behalf, because last night, the little stunt you pulled, 10,000 people making fun of me, making fun of how I lost my cat, how people tried to push me to suicide, how I almost got what you wanted and took my life, everything else. Fine. You want that so fucking bad, one more fucking person comments on this channel at all from the troll side of things, and you need to pick your fucking next choices very carefully. I will give it all up. I will give you exactly what you want. I will come to your house and I will beat you to fucking death. Anything's a weapon. Anything. All you have to do is stop harassing me. This bullying needs to end now. Because you may be a woman, but you're not a woman to me, Kate. You're not a human being to me, Kate. You're a bully. And if you want to destroy my life further, then I will make sure that everyone sees me do it. I will let you pull up your camera in a court of law, because if the police will not stop you from destroying my life, then I imagine it goes both ways. You're not special. It's all about equality in America, which means they will not come save you either. Everything you do to me, I will do to you until you have nothing left. I will make sure you never see your kids again. I already know about DCF and how they got taken from you nonstop because you're a drug addict and alcoholic. I already know about all the horrible things you did to your children. So when I do this, you will never see your kids again. That is if I let you live past that point. I'm not playing around. I was trying to be nice last night and negotiate peace because that's what you demanded that you wanted. I'm sick of it. I'm not asking you anymore. I will fucking hurt you, Kate. I'm only saying it now as openly and as horrible as this may sound coming out of my mouth because you have not stopped this constant. You're no different than Ashley Johnson, who was a notorious online pedophile. So I will fuck you up.
Then, the next day, on January 24th, Cyraxx would do a stream called A New Era Has Arrived, where he completely ignored getting absolutely exposed the night before.
What is up? What is up? What is up? How the hell's everybody doing today? Good morning. Let me fix this right here. And we're good to rock. We are good to rock. What's up, guys?
Well, after getting a lot of not very nice comments, Cyraxx would in fact address it, saying that it was he who in fact set up the troll stalker child. It was he who was playing chess while we were playing dominoes. Also, Cyraxx, I was the one that made that video, and you questioning the age was 100% in it, and if it wasn't, I'll delete my channel right now.
Okay, you know what? I tried to avoid this. I tried to move on. But I'm going to address this one time, and that's it. One time. Here's the thing, man. I set those trolls up for a reason. See, what they don't tell you guys is I caught them trying to set me up. I fucking caught them trying to set me up, but they don't want to admit it. They want to make themselves look good. That's all it is. They want to make themselves look good. They're mad because I fucking caught them. But they won't show you the real text messages. They won't show you guys how I sat there and I asked. Actually, no, I didn't ask. I told them. Straight up. I know for a fact that you're not a fucking teenager. I know you're an adult. But yet, they don't want to show you that, do they? No, because they want to keep you guys in the dark. I trust when I say my boy Tibbs has the fucking proof to show it. I trust when I say come later on tonight, he'll be showing that proof. He'll be showing every bit of it. Because guess what? I sent it to him. That little setup was them trying to get me on stream. And guess what? I'm not going on anyone's stream unless it's a friend. If it's a good friend of mine, I have no problem. But if it's troll, then trolls do not exist in my world. Trolls are nothing more than a myth to me. The only thing I'm worried about is you guys and what I need to do to help you guys out. My only job is entertaining you guys and showing you guys the love and the respect that you guys deserve. My job is to give you guys the best shows that I possibly can. That's my job. I will not be worrying about any of these ass motherfuckers ever again.
January 25th, unfortunately, didn't have much of note, so we're going to skip to the 26th, when Cyraxx would have a big day, starting with a stream called Returning to the Winner's Circle Never Felt Better.
What's up, everyone? How's everybody doing tonight? So, I have a little announcement for everybody. And it's a big one. But before I get into that announcement, we're going to do it like this. And this might give you a hint as to what I'm getting at.
Later, while playing a racing game, Cyraxx would get triggered from the party invites that he was getting.
I'm not joining your party, dog. Come. Whoever keeps on trying to invite me, leave me alone, bro. I'm not joining you up right now. We're on 6th.
Well, that would only get worse when Xbox user She Was 15 started spamming Cyraxx. Pretty funny name, honestly, if you ask me.
Now, let me go in and block this motherfucker right quick. Watch this. This is how, what? This is live right now. This is how y'all take care of a troll. Boom. And I'm about to report this guy. Report person. Unsupporting harassment done. Taken care of. Nope.
Well, if you remember Cereal Milk VHS getting shouted out by Cyraxx in the last part, good news, there was an effort to let him know Cyraxx was promoting him, and Cyraxx didn't like that.
Hey, yo, Tibbs, I need you to message Cereal Milk and let him know that these trolls are after him, man. If you can, try to reach out to him, bro.
Then, Cyraxx found out what Cereal Milk VHS was saying about him.
Well, looks like I'm not watching Cereal Milk VHS's channel no more. Hate to say it, but, anybody who talks like that, I have no respect for. I mean, unless somebody wants to go in there and explain what's really going on, then what else is there to say or do, you know? It is what it is. Actually, no, you know what? I still will watch his content, and I will still show support for him, because he doesn't know the real truth. He doesn't know what's really going on.
Well, just what could Cereal Milk have been saying about Cyraxx? This was his response to finding out Cyraxx was giving him praise after being warned by concerned viewers. Also, he thought that N-Word Boy was Cyraxx's channel.
Okay, first off, I ain't gonna make it too long. But look, I want to thank everybody that came over to my channel and commented and told me about the Cyraxx dude or whoever that foul weird looking dude is. I don't know him from can of paint. Look at me and look at him. You think I'm gonna hang or associate myself or reach out to somebody like that? Hell no, excuse my language. But thanks for everybody to coming and telling me that I had that dude mentioning me on his videos and all that. I don't know him, I don't support him or nothing he do. And his name, his YouTube name is racist too. Like, look what his YouTube name is. Report him, everybody report him. Everybody get together like y'all came and got together to comment on my profile. Go get together and report that channel, please. I appreciate y'all, thank you. And everybody that came to the channel, also subscribe and support. Y'all won't regret it. But that dude, I don't know him, man. Get him, shut him down, please. Ugh.
Well, after that racing stream, Cyraxx would do a live stream about Cereal Milk VHS and that everyone needs to leave him alone.
So this video ain't gonna be very long. So as a fellow content creator, it's my job to obviously create content, but it's also my job to stand up for content creators who get f***ed with. And one dude that's being f***ed with that I've been a very long time fan of is Cereal Milk VHS. Now, Cereal Milk VHS, he does something very unique. And I like what he does. He takes old Toonami episodes and puffs them up to preserve not only the shows that we grew up on as kids, but to show the new generation, hey, and this is what we grew up on as kids, man. He's essentially preserving our childhood and the shows that we grew up on that we know and love. And to people like Tell the Truth, you need to back the up, dude. Cereal Milk ain't no fucking video thief. That man is literally preserving our childhood. And yeah, you come over here and run your mouth. Why? Because you're fucking jealous that he's doing something that you're not doing. So, to the YouTuber Tell the Truth, shut the fuck up and back the fuck off. And leave the man alone and let him do his thing. And to Cereal Milk VHS, man, I want to say, dude, I love your content. I love what you do, man. Keep on doing it, man. Like, I can honestly say, man, I've watched all your videos since, like, day one when you first started popping up. I do love what you're doing, man. Keep that up. Keep on doing you, brother. I fucking love what you're doing. Your content is fucking amazing. And it's fun to relive my childhood again, man. It really is. And you allow people like myself to do that. And I appreciate that. So to all y'all motherfuckers out there like the YouTuber Tell the Truth, who are going around talking shit and attacking him for no reason, leave the man the fuck alone. He ain't bothering nobody. He ain't doing nothing wrong to nobody. He's just doing his thing, man. That's all it is. He's just doing his thing. And there's a lot of people out there like myself who genuinely enjoy watching his content. And I will always support Cereal Milk VHS and what he does to preserve old shows that we grew up on as kids, at least from my generation.
Then, early in the morning on January 27th, Wings 007 would do a voice call with Tibbs over the recent sting operation and got Tibbs to read out the raw messages proving Cyraxx knew the decoy was 15 the whole time.
You're not underage. How old are you really? Well, I mean, you gotta give him credit. He did recognize the picture on that one. As far as the age bracket, be honest, I'm not mad at all. Swear, I just want to know the truth. I can understand if he lied to hide from the trolls, and honestly, I don't blame you for doing so. But do you want the honest? I do want the honest truth. How old are you really? I'm not mad. I promise. Oh my God, it's not to be good. Trust me, I wouldn't lie to you. I actually feel some sort of feeling, but I don't know how to describe it. I wouldn't lie to you, though. I promise. Cross fingers. I turn 16 at the end of the month. I'll be honest about one thing, though. I do wear makeup, and people say it makes me look older. But I just like makeup. It's soothing. I hope it's not a big deal. Hold on, I'll send you a picture without me without makeup. No, it's not. I just don't want to fall into another trap and get attacked again. That's all. To be fair, that actually is a valid thought. That's why I've been hella cautious, because I know what the trolls are capable of and how they want to make look like. Oh my God, he needs to like write a full sentence. How they want to make look like as much as possible so they can ruin me all over again. Okay. Wait, no, listen, I genuinely care about you. If you ever need anything, you can always hit me up. I tried to give you space for the past couple days because I felt like something was bothering you. Oh, and here's me without makeup. I'm assuming non-nude.
Yeah, I never sent him a nude though. That's the thing. Like, I don't have any nude pictures of this girl. The most explicit picture she has is like I don't even know. She's wearing skimpy dresses and.
Friend took this one, lol. Thanks, definitely appreciate your kindness. Photo also?
Yeah, just another regular selfie.
Good to know. I love it. Alright.
You know what's funny is the whole reason why I'm still single, even at my age of 33, is because everybody loves to treat me like crap, and a lot of people believe the fucking lies that are told. And these trolls that I deal with, every time I go somebody, they drive them off. Which is why I've been single for like almost the last 2-3 years now. And it fucking sucks. And to be honest, like, there needs to be more people like you out there around my age, you know? Like, it sucks that there's not people my age out there that are more like you that actually give a shit, you know?
I think when I look at that, I guess I can almost understand where he's coming from. You need more people in your age bracket that are kind of willing to talk to you. And, connect on that level.
I mean, I can understand if he's like, man, I thought she was of age and she's not of age. And like this always happens. And it's like every time somebody talks to me nicely, they end up not being my age, so I can't do anything. Like, I would understand at that point, But my thing is it's like, man, she's 15 and she's sending you selfies and she's showing
Shouldn't even
interest.
allude to it. You shouldn't even allude to it is the idea there, Like, if she's 15, you shouldn't be trying to allude to the idea that you wish somebody was like her at your age. Because it still sounds like, in a way, something fucked up, Even if it's not meant to be. It still can be construed that way. And that's why it's like, it's 15. Don't bring up relationships. Don't talk about stuff. Don't talk about nothing like that. If you're going to talk to this person, if you're going to be that person, okay? Because mind you, the world's full of people who want to be your fan. If you're a major creator, right? My opinion is, if you're going to, first of all, and this is why my rule is always on the YouTube, be as transparent as possible. Okay, you gotta be professional. You cannot be having a private conversation with a DM. I would have said, if I had seen this from the get-go where this was going, just conversate with them the same way on the YouTube, because then everyone can see it. You can't be baited in any way, Here, even if it's done professionally, it can still be construed as bad.
See, and my question is like, did he not reach out to you about this earlier on?
He mentioned that there's a woman that's pretending to be a child, but he doesn't think it's a woman. He thinks it's a troll. And so I basically said, let me see. And I looked at some.
Oh, shit, you just cut out.
007 then showed when he sent the bikini picture and Cyraxx said to keep it between them, getting Tibbs to denounce Cyraxx.
And so I picked that one and I say, should I post this? And this is where it starts to get a little bit worse, Tibbs.
Oh, no. That's already crossing the line. Keep that between us. And it's a naughty picture.
It's like, it's a revealing picture for what you think is a 15-year-old,
But it's the way you say it, though, right?
Yeah.
Did I post this? It's a revealing picture. No, keep that between us. Why?
Yeah,
why not
why keep it between you?
Keep it to yourself would be better. If you're gonna go this route, keep it to yourself. No one should have to see you like that if you aren't sure about it. Yeah. Decide for yourself if you really want to. I would say no to begin with, because if it was my kid, I'd say fucking hell no. But that's just me, right?
Right. And at this point, it should have never gotten to this point, to be honest. And the fact that he's still entertaining it.
Oh, I highly agree.
It's just because, like, okay, I'm not talking legalities, but as a parent, any parent would be sick with a 33-year-old talking to their kid like this. Even if the kid initiates the conversation, it doesn't matter, because kids are innocent. They're irresponsible. They can't make decisions on their own. It's up to the adult to end the conversation. So it just sickens me a little bit, because I'm a father, and seeing him act like this, I would be sick even if a woman was talking to my kid like this, and it's a 33-year-old woman to my 15-year-old, 16-year-old son. I'd be sick. But I'm not saying this is criminal yet, but it's definitely crossing the line,
Then, Tibbs realized that he was locked into being anti-Cyraxx publicly because 007 told him that he was recording that call.
First question.
What's up?
Are you streaming and or recording this? I don't care either way. I just want to know that there's no way
I'm not streaming it anywhere, but I am recording it. Yeah, of course. I always record these types of conversations.
After Southern joined, and they started talking about how they were going to handle Cyraxx after this, Tibbs admitted to striking N-Word Boy's channel, and then lied to Southern, saying that he didn't strike her channel when he had previously admitted to doing it.
And I'm not talking about for me. I don't do that kind of I'm not.
I owe N-Word Boy so many apologies, because mind you, I also struck his channel. While I did not strike yours, and I am going to make sure Kersey gives you a proper apology, I did strike his.
After that plan was hatched, Cyraxx would do a livestream called I Will Not Be Silenced or Stopped, where he asked the trolls an important question, that question being when will they learn that he can't be silenced, and then name some of his top trolls.
I've been put through fucking hell and back. Been on the edge multiple times. Been put down, attacked, harassed, bullied. Had my life threatened and put in danger. Many times. But there's one question I have that I've had throughout all of this. And this one goes out to the controls. When are you gonna learn that I can now be stopped and I will not be silenced? Especially people like you. Southern Harlot. Especially people like you, William Gloryhole. And especially people like you, Mass Troll Mafia. See, it's funny. You guys sit there and you try to tear me down. Every time. But yet, history shows that every time you try to shut me down, I come back.
Cyraxx, who at the time didn't know Tibbs was shown the truth of the situation, would thank him once again.
That man has done nothing but help keep me on the right track, and I am beyond grateful and thankful to him for doing that. He's the reason why I got away from all these people in the first place. But yet, people hate on him for what? Because he fucking helped me get away from the trolls? Even though they don't want to admit it? Even though they refuse to admit that they've lost? That I am no longer part of their world, and they are no longer part of mine. They're mad about that.
Well, later that day, Cyraxx would call Tibbs while Tibbs was streaming to tell him that he was just served papers by Gordon and Jenny, aka the real Wilkins family.
Or, I can hear you now. What's going on, man? Here. Okay, first of all, hey, hold on. Before you say anything, remember that I am streaming. Remember? Hey, look, I get it. Okay? Well, let me say something first before you go on a tangent, okay? Because trust me, I totally understand your position. But I'm streaming at the same time, so keep the profanity and slurs and all that stuff to a minimum for the love of God, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know that rifle that I went around whenever Marty showed up to my house, and I felt like I had no choice but to do it, to get him to back off.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to get me on weapon charges, and they're trying to say...
Chance, we both know that you don't have no weapons, right? You don't have no weapons, right?
No,
exactly. Now, look.
That was my mom's rifle, and my dad's trying to say she's...
Look, I got you, man. I got you, okay? I got you. We're brothers, right? Right? Bro, look at me. Look at me, man. We're like brothers, right? You said it yourself. So, dude, it's fine. I got you. I know how to get you out of it if you're truly innocent, right? We know you don't got no weapons. We know you're not the one that that whole slander thing came from. We know all this stuff, right? So, I got you. First thing I need you to do is send me what this thing actually says. I need you to do me a couple of favors, okay? Because if you do have to go to the court, I'll keep text so no one can with it, alright? Look, I'm going to mute myself on my YouTube for a second, okay? All right, I'm muted, okay? Send me your kick login information. That way, there's nothing anyone can do. I'll keep it secure and safe so no one can flag it down. Look, I need you to look at me and talk to me, okay? I'm your friend, right? Talk to me. I'm your friend, right? Send me your kick login so I can make sure that no one can flag it down while you're gone, if that happens. I'll keep it safe. I guarantee you, okay? I've never lied to you, man. Ever once. Right now, I'll deal with the Jenny Joe thing. I have somebody who knows a good lawyer, okay? And I'll send her your way, okay? Right. I know, but right now we need to act quickly. That way, if anything happens, I can keep shit intact and no one can f with your stuff. That way, and then I will help you with the court thing, okay? So... Dude, look, we already know who the problem is there, man. Look, I know you're upset right now, okay? And we'll do a whole thing where you can vent. I promise, alright? I need you to go get your kick login and message me, though I keep that safe. I got your YouTube stuff. I'll keep that safe for sure, because they're trying to tear you down. I know that, okay? Go send it to me, that way I can keep it safe.
But why was he asking for the log info now? I bet a lot of you are asking. Didn't he say that he was keeping tabs on everything that Cyraxx was doing? Well, Southern Harlot told me it was because he didn't actually have all of Cyraxx's login info. That whole thing was a lie, or as she said in her exact words. Even though Tibbs told all of us he had all of Chance's social media and had a tight and close watch on him, he in fact didn't. Which was pretty evident because of the whole Ashley sting. So, Tibbs streamed him trying to talk Chance into his logins. After having a lover's quarrel on stream and talking about the call with Wings007 that we just saw earlier, Cyraxx would try to call Tibbs again. Tibbs then tried to cuck the content, not answering. Well, Southern would actually call Tibbs then, telling him to answer and let Cyraxx rage out, and that they would do everything on panel in 1 hour.
I can't hear you, Harlot. I don't know what's going on. I think my PC's just shit. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm a dumbass. There you go. I'm so sorry. It was muted.
Listen, it's cool. Listen, let him rage. Answer. Let him rage. Let him rage. Tell him you will do a panel with all of us and him in an hour. Let him rage. Answer and just let him fucking go.
All right.
Listen, I'm this, baby. All right, let him rage.
I'm streaming 1 hour, you said.
Yeah, we're streaming in 1 hour, but answer the phone and let him rage.
All right. I'm gonna hang up. I'm gonna go do that. But before you go, on the 29th, I do want out.
What?
After the 29th, though, I do want out. Because after that,
You got it.
he's all yours.
You got it. This is amazing. Let him rage tonight and you got it.
All right.
Everybody's stoked.
Then, Tibbs and Cyraxx would get into a call where Cyraxx can be heard sobbing and ended up actually admitted to being a pedophile. Note, this is going to be done as highlights due to it being over 17 minutes long, but I promise you that this is a full replacement for the original call.
Hey, man. How you doing?
I'm not okay.
No.
First off, I want to say that I'm sorry for throwing all money like that, didn't you? I just don't understand how my dad can do this to me. I don't understand. And I just don't understand. My own fucking dad turned on me.
Okay, look, how about we start simple? Admit that you believe that she was 15 when you sent her that dick pic. Yes, you f***ed up, but at least admit it. If you admit it, at least we can get you better, right? What did you do to Ashley Steele that was not okay?
I sent her a certain picture of myself that I should not have sent her.
What specifically? Is this the first time you've done this, or has it happened before?
This happened before.
Okay, then what does that make you, by default? The official...
That makes me a piece of
Tell me the exact definition of what that would entail you to be. Chance Wilkins, what are you, by that logic?
By that logic, I'm a pedophile.
You are a pedophile, correct?
Yes, and
I need to hear you say that you, Chance Wilkins, are a pedophile by what you've done.
My actions have caused me the title of being called a pedophile, and
Are you a pedophile? Yes or no?
Yes, and I'm sorry.
Now I want you to say it in full. And after this, we'll get started on helping you get better. I, Chance Wilkins, am a pedophile. Say it.
I'm a pedophile.
It's the whole thing.
I, Chance Wilkins, am a pedophile. And I want you to know that I don't want to do that. I don't want to follow in my father's footsteps. And I'm sorry, Tim. I'm sorry I failed you. And I'm sorry
All right.
I let you have it.
So you are admitting to being a pedophile, correct?
Yes, but I don't want to be this. I don't want this for myself.
Okay. Now, what do I believe should happen to all pedos? What do they deserve the most?
That they deserve death.
Exactly. So now that you've admitted this, do you think that we can ever actually be brothers?
I'm hoping that one day we could be.
No. Anyone who's ever held that title in my life is thrown away. Like, they they're not human anymore to me. In 1 hour, you are going to get on a stream with me and we're going to talk like adults face to face. We're going to have some guests. You're going to be there. You're going to sit there, we're going to talk about how we think we should be resolving this. But also, here's what you need to do to have some peace in your life because of what you've chosen to be. You're going to need to get the fuck off the internet and never come back after we're done.
But here's the difference between me and them. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make my life right.
And that means you get off the internet after tomorrow, or after today.
Well, at some point during that stream, Cyraxx would do his own stream called Why Can't You Stop, directed to Gordon and Jenny.
I got something to say to Gordon Ray Wilkins and to Jenny Jo Wilkins. And believe me, I'm fighting right now with every fiber of my very being not to fucking flip out and not go off on you guys. Even though I would have every fucking right and reason to. First off, Jenny and Dad, aka Gordon, I want to know why you guys are doing this. Why? Because I want to turn my back on Mom? Because I want to turn my back on my own fucking family? When me and my good buddy Tibbs reached out to you guys to help stop these fucking files? These files have been proven to be files and file supporters.
Cyraxx made it clear that they needed to knock it off.
Jenny, I'm telling you right now, you and Dad need to back off. Now. You need to cut the bullshit. I didn't do anything to you. Mom didn't do anything to you. And Tibbs sure as hell didn't do anything to you. You guys need to back the fuck off. Because guess what? I can counter sue you fucking morons.
Cyraxx then remembered how he was told to stop defaming them or they would sue him for defamation, and now the consequences were real before doubling down.
Yeah, we got the fucking papers in the mail today apparently when I was asleep. So apparently they are trying to sue for defamation and slander. And here's the thing, Gordon, or should I say Dad, and Jenny Jo, it's not defamation or slander if I'm telling the fucking goddamn truth about how you guys treated me like back in 2014 when I went to visit you. I went to visit you guys in 2014 and what did you do? Treated me like and tried to turn me against my own fucking family. That's exactly what you did. Or how about we talk about when I had an infection in my leg, you refused to take me to the goddamn hospital, and I ended up sick for 3 days in a motel room. How about that? How are you talking about that, motherfuckers? How about you talking about how we got into an argument, you guys threw me out, and I was forced to stay in a motel room for 3 days with an infection in my leg so bad that I was sick for 3 days. I couldn't move, I couldn't eat, I was constantly throwing up. But no, you won't bring that up, will you?
Cyraxx then got mad at Jenny for stealing Gordon from him when, remember, Gordon was with somebody after Sally but before Jenny, before saying that he doesn't want to beat his dad in court.
Yes, Jenny, at this point, you basically took my dad away from me. The man that I still wanted to have a relationship with, to some capacity, you basically took that and said, F you, and stomped on that. And you don't think that doesn't hurt me? Knowing that because of your fucking ass, I now have to go toe-to-toe with my old man in court? You don't think that doesn't piss me off? You don't think that doesn't fucking hurt me? You don't think it doesn't hurt? You don't think that it doesn't hurt me? That I'm gonna have to bury my old man in court? I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to bury my old man in court. I shouldn't have to do that. Oh, and Jenny Joe, we all know the real fucking reason why you're doing all this is because your fucking channel got terminated, so you could no longer talk on me and my family.
Cyraxx would give one last message to Jenny before turning off the stream.
But like I said, Jenny Joe, you have a choice to make. Either take my deal and I shut my mouth for good, or we go the route that you're going down, and I don't want it to go down that route. Make your choice, Jenny.
But back to the more modern stuff though, while Southern was setting everything up and everyone was promoting what they could with such little notice, Cyraxx would go live with a stream called I Was Wrong, Tibbs is Evil.
What's up, everybody? I'm back. Oh, and I am going to be speaking on something here that needs to be spoken on. Tibbs, you're an evil fucking piece of shit, motherfucker. You sit there and you label me as a pedophile, right? I'm not, and you know that. I only said what I said to you on that call to shut you the fuck up, motherfucker. What, you didn't think I didn't know what you were really about, motherfucker? I changed all my passwords, dude. You don't think I don't have a backup plan for my backup plan, bro? You don't think I ain't got a fucking backup plan, motherfucker? Go ahead, help Jenny Joe. Because that shit ain't gonna go nowhere, no how, brother. Wake up, Tibbs. You're a fucking joke. Oh, and Varys, he's a bitch. Varys is a fucking punk ass. Now, I will admit, I have f***ed up several times in a row. But here's the difference between me and them, Tipsy. I'm willing to f***ing do what I need to do to work on myself, motherfucker. I'm willing to do what I need to do to better myself. And that's what you don't seem to get, boy. I'm willing to do what I need to do to better myself. Yes, I'm sorry I lied to you about the shit, but I did it because I wanted to help your fucking ass. But I see that me helping you was wrong. I see that me helping your ass was wrong.
Cyraxx actually said that he could have handled the sting operation better, but the real reason that he did it was that he did it for Tibbs, as well as that he wasn't leaving, and my personal favorite, the voices in Tibbs' head weren't real.
Like I said, I admit that I f***ed up in the past. I admit that maybe I could have gone about the 15-year-old shit a little bit better. But I did it to try to bust them for you. I did it to help you, motherfucker. Oh, Tibbs, you are banned from all my shit. And guess what? I'm not leaving social media. I refuse to leave social media because I want to do better for myself, and I want my fans and my people to see me do better. I want them to see me do better. I want my family to see me do better. And me getting off the internet ain't gonna give nobody nothing except the trolls what they want. That's all that's giving them, motherfuckers. Giving them what they f***ing want. And guess what? I'm not doing that. I'm not giving them what they want. That's why you, Tips TV, are banned on all my platforms. What, you didn't think that I wasn't gonna get my shit back, you stupid motherfucker? You didn't think that I wasn't gonna get my shit back, you stupid piece of shit? Like I said, you may be one step ahead of me, but I'm always 3 steps ahead of you. I always have a backup plan for my backup plan. And that backup plan has another backup plan. Oh, by the way, Tibbs, your little f***ing voices in your head, go get f***ing help. 'Cause clearly you f***ing need it. Clearly you need f***ing help. And bad. Those voices in your head, they're not real. Those voices in your head, they're not real, dude. You need help.
Well, while that was happening, Tibbs changed the name of the stream to I'm a Pedophile, Kate Was Right, and then deleted both Cyraxx's Kick and YouTube. Well, Southern would end up doing that panel, starting out with herself, Mark's the Noob, and Tibbs.
Here we go. Hey guys. Hey, y'all let us know you can hear us. All right, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Hey guys.
Yep,
All right.
everybody.
All right, cool. Okay. See, wow, I don't even know where to start from this, guys. This is kind of crazy. Okay, so y'all are gonna have to forgive me. This is my first live. But I've got, Mark's up here, Tibbs up here. I'm sure everybody knows what's going on right now. So Rax just admitted live that he's a pedophile. He just admitted it in front of God and everybody.
But while everything was set up, somebody else would do a stream that day about the situation. Somebody that goes by the name Music Biz Marty.
Greetings, everybody. Sorry for the delay. Nothing new there, right? Tardiness is a common feature. What is new and is actually pretty surprising is Chance Wilkins admitting that he's a pedophile. Something that he's never done. He's never really taken accountability for anything ever. Not that I've seen. Always just complete lack of responsibility for his actions ever. So needless to say, it's kind of shocking. It's kind of shocking. I'm not sure how this came about. To me, Tibbs has always been presented with evidence that Cyraxx was, what he is. I guess he did get evicted fairly recently from his motel, and he could just be trying to live like a peaceful life. And there might be a level of self-interest there and self-preservation, and that makes sense. But most importantly, like Cyraxx's number one defender, best friend, has fallen out with him. And, I got to give the guy credit for this. A lot of people have always knocked Tibbs, but he did get Cyraxx to admit, that he knowingly sent a picture of a penis to what he thought was a 15-year-old girl.
Now, when given the choice of going on Marty or Southern's panel, who do you think that Cyraxx chose? The one that had been planned for getting close to a day at that point, or Marty's that was just going to cover that call and then move on to Crystal Station?
Alright, can you hear me now? Are we good?
Yeah, yes, sir.
How you doing, man?
All right. How about you?
Honestly, man, I wish I could say I was better.
Yeah, I've been
Because,
following. What's
well, not only is there tips going on, but I also found out that my dad and his wife are actually trying to file. Well, they actually are planning on trying to sue me and my mom and our family for defamation and slander, which we never did any of those things. So I've got that going on, which fucking sucks.
Well, I can tell you this, like, I don't really know that, you're necessarily like collectible, so I don't think it'll be worth an attorney's time. I don't really think that's necessarily something to worry about, And what have you said? What have you said that's not true?
According to them, when you remember how I brought up back in 2014 when I went down there to visit and they didn't have anything in their fridge and shit like that, that was true. And they're trying to say like, oh, that wasn't true and this and that and the other. And it's like, it's a whole fucking mess. It's fucking dumb.
How would that cost them any money?
Do what?
How would that cost them any money? Like, so you didn't.
That's okay. Get this. It gets better. They're trying to get me and my family to pay for the court costs, which is never going to happen because we don't have money like that. So,
yeah, that's not. All this seems kind of ridiculous. I really wouldn't even sweat.
But I will admit this, and I'm sure that you and everybody that is probably going to watch this will agree that Tibbs is a psychotic weirdo, and he clearly needs help.
Yeah, I mean, like his whole he's crazy Steve, he's Elias, like it's all pretty bizarre.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, like at first I thought I could trust the dude because this is somebody who I will admit did get me away from the trolls. And to Tibbs, even though I hate your guts right now, I will thank you for getting me away from the trolls. Thank you for that. Oh, yeah, and by the way, Tibbs, I will admit you thought you were slick, but here's the thing. I've got several other Kick accounts and several other. By the way, you ain't getting into my YouTube ever again, motherfucker, because I detached your and I changed everything up, boy. So you ain't getting in ever again.
Later, in Marty's stream, after CIA Hole joined, Cyraxx would say one of the dumbest things that I've ever heard.
And I will admit that actually leads me to actually a very good point. This is something that I came across recently, and this is actually a very valid question. You get an adult that pretends to be a minor and they entrap somebody, and that person they're entrapping 9 times out of 10 gets arrested. But yet, when a minor does it to an adult, that minor doesn't get arrested. What the fuck? What's up with that? Shouldn't it go both ways?
Back on Southern Harlot's channel, Tyler BSR told Tibbs that Cyraxx was live on Marty's channel and asked if Tibbs would go on there.
Oh, so speaking of chance, actually, I think maybe you would get some, maybe like a kick out of this then. He's on Marty's panel right now, and I guess people are asking you to go up there. I'm wondering, would you be willing to head up there?
And... Oh, hell yes. Where's the link? I'll go right now.
Oh, okay.
I asked to say to him.
Okay, nice. All right, let's go ahead and get this shit going then. People are like complaining about the other stream. It's like, okay, if you want to make things interesting.
They're cool to your face. And then the minute that you drop the card,
so this Tibbs guy wants a link. I mean, sure. I don't know if you're up for it, but like, let's hear with this. Are we hearing from Tibbs? Are we hearing from Varys? Are we hearing from Crazy Steve? Are we hearing from Elias? Like, who's he even gonna be? Like, he doesn't even know who he is. You know what I mean?
Like I said, I want no contact with that motherfucker. He is a piece of shit. And I will say this:
he talks like he's
you. And your mental issues, man. Go get help, dude.
Yeah, he thinks he's like the Joker. Oh, okay, maybe. So let's. You know what? I wouldn't mind hearing from the guy. And if chances want to, that's perfectly understandable. But
I've never really heard him.
He sounds really weird. He sounds very weird. He sounds very strange. And like
I know. Like yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
if in his streams he waxed trolls with me, but that's about the only like experience I have with the guy.
Not long after Cyraxx left, he would come back with a message for Tibbs.
Hey, what's up, Cyraxx?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, Jason.
Cyraxx.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Chilling, bro. Just listening to some Bill. He's a pretty good musician. Like, you know, this might be.
Yeah. So, what happened with the Tibbs thing? Was it a fake or like what's going on?
What do you mean?
Yeah, you guys said that Tibbs was backstage or some shit like that.
But you didn't want to
No,
talk.
you didn't want him to be.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Well, I will say this to Tibbs and Tibbs. I hope you're listening, man. I do hope you're listening. That you say you want to do better, right? Let me do better my way, not your way, because the way you're going about it is bullshit.
Yeah.
Why are you even dealing with this guy at this point?
I know.
Honestly, man, I'm glad that I'm not anymore, dude. I'm like honestly, from the moment that he started talking about, you know, hearing voices in his head and this and that and the other, like, don't get me wrong, like the whole, you know, the whole synthetic doll thing, I get it. We all have our own thing. I'm not judging on that, you know. It is what it is. Because there's a lot of people out there that do way weirder shit than that. So that's what he's doing is more or less on the normal spectrum, to say the least. But
yeah,
but Tibbs, man, I know that I got a lot of anger issues, bro, and I get that, and I'm working on that, man. But dude, you need serious fucking help, dude.
So
Talking
you got
about
angry with you. You got angry with you.
Like talking about different entities and different masks or different entities. Like, dude, do you hear how crazy you sound, dude? Do you hear how fucking nuts you sound?
It's deranged.
Then, Cyraxx would do what he does best and called someone out on panel, saying yes to adding Tibbs into the call.
Yeah, join forces. You're stronger together.
Exactly, and
Well,
I
I see
introduced
this
him.
mental case back here, like so. Cyraxx, I don't know if you're comfortable with it, but I'm kind of curious to hear what this lunatic who spent multiple years in the mental institute has
You
to
know
say.
what? Go ahead, because I got one final thing to say to him, right quick.
Well, so yeah, so I also want to tell him. I don't want to talk to Varys.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to Varys. I don't want to talk to Elias. I mean, I might want to talk to Crazy Steve.
Matter of fact, I got an idea. Why don't we make this an intervention?
Okay,
that's
a bad idea.
He needs it.
That's a great idea. Yeah, I've actually so
because clearly he fucking needs it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So bring him back. Let's do it. Good.
This is Tibbs.
Hello.
Hey,
How's
bro.
everybody doing?
Oh,
Tibbs, listen, man. You need help, dude. Clearly. And I'm not sitting here judging you for being a bad person or what you did. I get why you did what you did. You felt hurt. I get it. But you also need to understand, dude, is that you are not well. Those voices in your head, dude, they are not real, man.
Cyraxx would even give us a motivational speech.
Those voices ain't real, dog. Did you know that I used to be just like you, Tibbs? Tibbs, listen to me. Tibbs, put the goddamn phone down and listen, bro. You can ask Marty. You can ask CIA hole. I used to be just like you, motherfucker. I used to be just like you. Thought I was a badass motherfucker. And guess what? I learned my lesson real fucking quick because somebody humbled my ass up. And that somebody was actually a good friend of mine. And you, Tibbs, need to realize you're not the end-all, be-all, motherfucker. You're a human fucking being. You're not no god. You're not a god of death. You're nothing more than a human fucking being jackass that's being dumb as aligning himself with a bunch of files, bro. Cut the crap. You yourself saw that I'm not. Oh, and by the way, that letter that I got in the mail wasn't a suing thing. That was a courtesy letter. Oh, and to Jenny Joe, I'm telling you right now, you don't have to worry about going through with that because I'm keeping my mouth shut and not mentioning your ass ever again. And Tibbs, you need to grow up, you fucking ass little bitch. I mean, look at you, bro. You sleep with a doll, bro. You're nothing.
Honestly, as much as I wish I could show the internet blood sports level arguing in parts here, there's no way I can show you clips doing it justice, and I would recommend going to Raxology's channel to watch Cyraxx and Tibbs fight for yourself. But after they had that fight, Cyraxx would tell Tibbs just how much he's helped him get away from the trolls, before he actually started getting emotional.
Shut up and listen and let me
I am
speak.
trying to, but why do you care about me? You've never really specified why you care about me. What about me makes
Because
me worth your time?
you want to know why I care about you?
Yeah.
Because you did something for me that no one else has ever managed to do, and that was
Which is
get me
what?
away from the bullshit, man. No
No, I
one
didn't.
in my whole life has gotten me
I never
away from that
succeeded in it
shit.
though. That was supposed to be
You were
29th. We
the
never got to
first.
that
You
point.
were the no. Stop and listen, bro. You were the first one to say, dude, you don't need to be around this. You showed me who I can be.
Right.
You showed me that there is a better life for me to live.
I think I'm gonna be sick hearing that because we never got
It's
to that
not
point.
bullshit, dude.
Okay, give me a real reason. That's
That
the
is
favor I
a
might have
real
done.
reason.
But what about me makes me worth your time? What about me makes me worth something to you as a person? What makes me your brother or the fuck, right?
Because I actually care about people like you, man. Because
Why though? What about me
used-
makes me valuable to you? Not the what I helped,
Because
not
I
the
used to-
situation I helped you get away from. What's the real reason that I hold value to you in here?
Because I used to be just like you.
And what am I
still-
now?
I
Or what did
still
I used
see
to
a
be?
lot. I still see a lot of me in you, man. I
Okay,
do.
and what do you see? I'm just
I
trying to
see a good,
understand.
I see a good person that's gotten f***ed over more times than he can count that don't fucking deserve it. I've seen the shit you've gone through, man, and you
What
don't
did I go
deserve
through?
that.
What did I go through? Name a few things. Give me
Getting
some
thrown
examples.
out of your home, your family turning their backs on you,
My family
everybody
didn't turn my
throwing you out
backs on
like
me.
you don't matter. No, that
What?
does matter, dude.
No, I'm just trying to say my family never turned their back on me. None of them ever did. Throughout all this, no matter how bad the things got, my family never dropped me and left me
Here's the
behind. They
thing,
knew
Tibbs.
at some point, my family realized the
Tibbs,
same thing that everybody else would realize. I would
Tibbs, there's
eventually
one thing
see
that
the
you
light.
need to learn, dude. There's one thing that you do need to learn, man. Blood makes you related. Loyalty is what makes you family, dude. Loyalty is what makes you family. And I know damn
Are
well,
you
just like
seriously quoting Fast and Furious right there? Are you
no,
seriously?
Then, Cyraxx tried to say that he wanted to be friends again, but was quickly shut down.
Okay, good. Then that's fair.
and I do want to say this, man. I do hope that one day down the road that we can be cool again. I really do, because honestly, man, I enjoyed hanging out with you when we were sitting
Oh,
down
I know.
gaming when we were sitting down hanging out and gaming. I
I
enjoyed
saw
that,
happy where you were, man.
and that's who I wanted.
Look at that! Look at that, man! Look what those experiences were like, though. I couldn't
And-
really ever see someone who was as treated like shit as much as I was. But here's the difference.
And see, and
I
that's the thing.
actually believed in you. All these other people, they don't give a shit about you. No one does.
You don't
See,
believe
I'm
in
telling you
Hey,
right now,
maybe Ed and Sally. Let's be fair. Maybe Ed and
And
Sally.
Tim,
Maybe
let
a
me
few
be
other people.
honest with you, man.
But me, I was willing to die for a man who was being wrongly accused. And then I heard all these things that I just could not
And
excuse
Tim,
anymore.
let me tell you
Just
something, man.
hear me out. When I played GTA with you, it was like I finally had friends again.
And that person that you saw,
Shut up, because I mean it. I believed in you. You lied to me.
and
I
I'm
have never
sorry.
felt more betrayed in my life. I'm glad that they showed me the light. But here's the problem. When we played GTA, when I sit there and moderate your channel, I wanted to believe that you were telling me the truth for once because no one ever did. I'm done being everyone's hero. And you did that. You didn't have to lie to me. You didn't have to respond to that person.
You want to know why?
I
lied?
don't want to know why you lied to me. I don't want to know.
Marty, stop.
I'd rather never know.
Was Cyraxx just tearing up, you might be asking? Well, maybe, but at the very end of their discussion, when Tibbs left the call, Cyraxx actually started crying. Even Marty was shocked.
For showing me that I
Tibbs,
needed to do
before
that.
you go, let
You
me
were on
fucking-
your own, and bro, it was nice knowing you, or at least what you claimed to be you. I wish you the best, man. I do. But from here on out, you're on your own. Peace.
Tibbs, wait.
Wow.
Wow.
So like he really doesn't seem to like. He's not a compassionate man. He's not an understanding man. All he did was just like I know you viewed him as a friend, and you haven't had like, you know, he was a new
Just
friend.
berated you the whole time.
Yeah.
Didn't even accept responsibility for anything that he did.
Like I said, yeah, I know I fucked up a lot. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like, you know, I can honestly say that he did more for me in 1 month than most ever did entirely.
Well, he's also
he got me away from the bullshit. And I understand that I lied to him. I get it. I get that I lied to him. And you know, maybe I shouldn't have done that. But at the same time, I did that to try to protect him from the shit that was going on because I'll admit, dude, he was dealing with a lot already. He really was. And the Tibbs, I hope you are still watching this, man. And I'm sorry for lying to you, bro. I really am.
You're trying to protect him.
Yeah, because like I said, like I told him, he might think that what I said was fake about what I saw in him, but all of that is real.
Yeah,
and maybe that's a flaw that I have, you know, always seeing the best in people, even when they're pieces of shit. I have a tendency to do that. I've always been like that ever since I was a kid. Always.
I've never seen you like this, like ever. It's, you know, people. You always say that people dehumanize you. This is very humanizing.
Yeah.
And like I said, you know I make mistakes. I get it. I'm only fucking human, dude.
Yeah.
I'm a regular fucking human being, just like anybody else.
Yeah.
And you know, like.
Oh man, I'm sorry, Cyraxx.
Later in that call, Cyraxx was asked if he wanted to let Tibbs back on, but instead of being Tibbs, it was actually William Gloryhole. Somehow, after all their interactions together, Cyraxx couldn't tell whose voice it was.
That's telling the truth.
Yeah.
Do you want me to let Tibbs back on?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. What's up, Tibbs?
Hey, how you doing, Marty? Thanks for letting me back up.
Wow.
Hey, Chance.
That's not Tibbs. This voice.
No,
What do you
who
want?
is this?
Mystery guest.
No, who are you?
Man, I don't know. Guess.
Oh.
Let's see.
like
Who
this.
could it be?
What do you want, man?
Well, I mean,
Because I've already been. I'll be honest, dude. I've been through enough already, man. Just get it over with and tell me what you want.
I just kind of want to know, you know, you said you wanted help. Tibbs offered you help. He asked you if you were a pedophile. You said, yeah, you were.
Dude, don't do this,
Don't interrupt
man.
me.
Come on.
Don't interrupt me.
It's an act.
And then you come on
Marty
here and then
kicked this
you
guy.
say,
All right.
oh, I made that all up.
What's your point? What's your point? What's your point?
I mean, I'm just kind of finding out the truth. Did he make it up or didn't he?
He made it up. It was his thing.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I buy that.
Marty fucking kicked this guy already, man.
What did I do?
Finish your point. Finish your point. Like,
Dude, let me tell you, man. I've been through more.
I just want the truth. I think that's all we all want. Is
Do you know who it is, Chance?
He knows.
Oh, I know who it is.
William Glory.
Yeah.
That's right, Glory.
Yeah. So, like,
William, listen, man. I have been through enough shit already, and I think even you can say that half shit I've been through tonight is fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
I think even you can admit to that one, man.
I can admit to that because I don't think you've gone through enough, actually.
Cyraxx ended up telling William that what he needs is for people like William to leave him alone, and accused William of being the reason that he sends pictures of his goblin peen before leaving the panel.
Because like I said, William, the only therapy I really need is motherfuckers like you leaving me the fuck alone. That's all I need.
Yeah.
That's all I need is for motherfuckers like you to fuck off and stop screwing with me. That's all I need. And maybe then, maybe if y'all stop fucking with me and let me do my and stop running your mouth about me, oh, gee, you might see a different side of me that
you won't even give that a chance. You won't even
so
give
it's
that
our
a chance.
fault. So it's our fault that you send dick pics. Okay.
Actually, it is because you guys are the ones that come around doing this shit. You guys are the ones that come around doing this shit, you fucking moron.
So, William, do yourself a favor and go yourself.
Go nick yourself, William.
Pedophile.
Go nick yourself.
Hey.
You need, look, if anyone needs therapy, it's you, sir. I mean, I hate to tell you this. You've not given him a chance to be away from this demonic influences, namely you. Like,
I'm hyper focused. What do you want me to say?
After Cyraxx left, Marty, William, and Gigi talked about how the call went.
Keep in mind, okay? We've never seen Chance admit any of his wrongdoing. We've never seen him cry before. Now that he's showing growth, when are you going to buzz off and go back to the ant farm where your ancestors used to hang out? And I'm not as good at this as some other people. Like I'm just, but you know what I'm trying to say here is like,
exactly.
Yeah, right.
Finally, before the stream ended, William let everyone know that this was not Tibbs' idea nor plan, and named off some of the key players in that event.
And if I can, I would like to just say that the events that unfolded, this wasn't Tibbs' idea to do this, right? I mean, he was guided. So I don't want people thinking the wrong thing and thinking Tibbs did this on his own. He had a lot of help in the back.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can I give them a shout out, Marty?
Oh yeah, sure. Hang on 1 second here. Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I'm.
That's okay. You're multitasking.
Yeah.
You're already looking for the next score of that game, aren't you?
Dude, I already hold all the world records. Like, I wish there's somebody who could challenge me just once. You know what I mean? Like just one time. Look. I went into other leagues, nothing but putt mutts. You know what I mean?
Putt mutts.
Yeah, like I don't know. I'd love. Yeah, Marty's putting. You know what? Actually, I think I'm about to here in a moment. I get my rounds in for the day.
All right. Well, shout out. So Southern Harlot, Art Vandalay, N-Word Boy, Marks, 007. There was a lot of people in the background working this, so I appreciate their work.
Right on.
Yeah, let me, everyone.
We salute you.
And you know what? That's it. I know there are more days in January, but I don't think that there could ever be a better ending, not just for a video, but for the Cyraxx recap in general. A lot of people that have been in the Cyraxx sphere longer than me said the ending of Cyraxx's story was back on 3-3 last year when Marty and Cyraxx got into that fist fight, and the extended cut was when he got arrested. But for me, someone that got into the Cyraxx story a little bit later in December 2022, the Cyraxx story ends after Kate showed the sting operation video on stream, and the extended cut was the breakup that happened a few days later. I'm all raxed out from keeping up with the Goblin non-stop the past year, and believe me, if I kept it up, the quality would have nosedived at some point this year. But don't worry, because I'm not going anywhere and will still be making videos with a big list that I've currently planned out. And since you're watching this, odds are you're probably still hungry for more Cyraxx content. And don't worry, there are still plenty of other great channels that you can go to, and it's unfortunate that I can't name everyone, but these are some of the best that I'm aware of. If you're looking for raw, unedited Cyraxx content, then N-Word Boy and Raxology are the best at posting unfiltered Cyraxx content, and I've used them as my main source for clips for a little while now. But if you want Cyraxx with all the cussing, the 283 Auditorium has been actively making safe for work versions of Cyraxx videos and appearances. But of course, if you just wanted pure Cyraxx, you wouldn't be here. If you want edited Cyraxx videos, there are so many more options out there for you, with people like Psychosis43, currently going under the name Psychosis_IV. Psychosis makes what I can only describe as the robot chicken of the Cyraxx verse, and I mean that in the best way I possibly can. I would highly recommend checking out one of his premieres, especially because they're always a fun time. Another great clip channel is Southern Harlot 3.0, who posts clips and compilations of both the worst things Cyraxx has said and done, as well as someone that you've seen earlier that works behind the scenes. But if edited historical videos like the Cyraxx recap that are if not up to date with Cyraxx, close to it are what you're looking for, I'm afraid that as of writing this, there are none. However, there are two other channels that are close. The first one being Ernie Berkowitz, who has been doing what can essentially be called the Cyraxx Comprehensive History, like the one on Chris Chan. I've been called the Geno Samuel of Cyraxx quite a lot, but I think that title really belongs to him, as he started as far from the beginning as you possibly can. And the other channel that I would recommend is Mazetic, who has been doing some big documentaries on entire Cyraxx sagas. At this moment, the two ones being Skull Scratcher Comedy and the Strawberry Sunshine Saga. But of course, we're not always serious here, and there are other people that try to have fun with the Goblin as well. Based Shaman does a show like every weekday night covering Cyraxx's latest updates, and often playing Cyraxx dancing to different music, as well as talking about a few other cows. We even have a couple of animators on this list. Kinky's Cartoons has done plenty of great animations on Cyraxx, as well as Piper Poliwag, who's currently working on a highly anticipated 3D animated Cyraxx series. There are plenty of different Cyraxx-focused channels out there that I never mentioned, because this part would have taken forever if I tried to include them all. Remember, with all these options available to you, don't watch Cyraxx's actual channels. Archivers are always right behind him, and if you want to see him rax out live, then seeing him rage on someone else's panel is always a treat. And that goes for Tibbs too. Unfortunately, I'm not too well versed on everyone covering him, but N-Word Boy told me that the best channels covering him are, in no particular order, Tony at Work, Chad Gaming, Marks the Noob, WTRD Radio, and It's Cinemas. Like I said, I'm still going to be making videos, just not Cyraxx focused anymore. And while I don't plan on covering him anymore, obviously if he does something wild like steal Sally's car and streams himself going for a joyride IRL, I'll come back and cover it. This series had a good run, and I had a great year doing it. I honestly can't tell you how much I learned in video production from all these, and as I said at the beginning, I can't thank all of you enough for watching these. But with that being said, I now declare the Cyraxx recap over. Now more than ever, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you soon. But wait, what's this?
LOLcow Trading Card Game introduces our newest release, Volume X, the largest drop of the most dastardly cows and scribes alike. Old cows like CW Chan, Rax, Buds, Blade, and many more. But let's not forget about our beloved commentary scribes featuring those at the forefront of LOLcow lore today, such as Smokey McCracken, Kiwi Tapes, Audentum, Based Shaman, and so many more. The LOLcow Trading Card Game brings the most utterly infamous internet memes to you in cardboard.
What the fuck did you expect?